Oh boy. Okay. We have arrived. Hello. 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 Long time no see. You started there because we just saw each other. We've seen each other all day. It's been happening all day. Ahem. How you doing? Hello, Intra is here. Hello, Intra. Hi, Valk is here. Hello, and Haley is here. Hello, Lee. We have a command for that fella. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, it's true. One of the people who makes the bus, the wheels on this bus go round. Go round. And, you know, we're going to kick this sucker off right with a beverage. Yeah. Because you guys know, veterans of this project understand that one of the components to an ideal talk is good drink. And that is what we've got lined up tonight. We're going to have increasingly nicer drink tonight because tonight is an auspicious occasion indeed. An auspicious occasion indeed. And that's because tonight, hot dang tonight, we get to talk about humaning. Very important topic this, very important indeed. And so it makes an awful lot of sense that I would have important drink. Only those who seek shall find. A little bit of bottle asthma, but just for you guys, just for those of you who are here early, just for those of you who are here early enough to seize it. You're the only ones. You're the only ones who gets to see it. The only ones, or see it, hear it, whatever. I mean, see it, hear it, whatever. You get to do both. You get to do both, so long as you got the eyeballs and the earballs for it. We're gonna kill the Scatavus tonight, which is very sad indeed. Gonna have to go get more Scatavus. More Scatavus. Tastes like candy. But Hot Bride does not like this. No, definitely not. Not a fan. She's not a fan of drinking campfires. It turns out, she says, I use iodine to disinfect things. Not to sip on. Not for drinking. That's what she says. That's what she thinks. And on some level, she's right. In a very particular and kind of an important way, though, she's wrong. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't see. She doesn't. Boo. She says, wow. With the Patrick. Boo. Also, how come that's not showing up on my... Why isn't that showing up on my Twitch thing? I've got BTTV on. Did that change? I wonder if that changed recently, or if that's been happening for a while. I wonder. Don't know. No. My preferences. Nope, that's not a thing. Nope. Whatever. We're gonna cancel it. We're gonna leave it alone. Emotes don't work. Except on Twitch. That's okay. I have all sorts of good stuff on Rumble. Oh, I don't need to worry about it. That's right. Look, that's me down there. I'm the dank hacker. It is I. It is I. No smoke tonight. If you were in the chat earlier, you heard why. But, you know, we're going on bad down here. So yes, element number 3 is good company, dear friends. No talk is yet complete without them. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the lot of you for joining me this eve. Kind of an important business that we're here engaged in. Kind of important business. So, cheers to you. That very sort. Freaking yum. Friggin' yum. Itchy. I thought I had an ant on my head a little bit ago. Like as soon as I was starting, I was like, what is that? And it may very well have been an ant. I don't know. They're all over the dang place. Also, we picked up a ladybug. We got a ladybug like yesterday. Just been bebopping around on the roof. Or no, that was Wednesday. It's been in here since Wednesday. I'm like, hello? How long can you go without food, dude? Or lady? Ladybug. It's a ladybug, so. Madame? Lady? I don't know, but I mean, hopefully you're finding something to eat. I don't know what it is there's no real like bug issue in here except for the ants, and you don't seem to be interested in eating the ants. Something they're the same size as me. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, but I don't even know how it got in here. I'm not gonna lie. It's not exactly like. I mean, let's be real. The same way the ants did. Same way the ants did. I don't know how the ants got in here, but they did. So I don't know. JC, good evening. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. Lithium, I'm grateful for the lurk work. It means an awful heckin' lot, sir. Hope your stream goes well. Did I get the links? Yes, and then I replied. I replied via emote. Via emote. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very much. Very much indeed. Yes, because we have important business to get down to tonight, you guys. And that is specifically sign-ups. Sign-ups, y'all. We get to do sign-ups. Pretty funny. I have to delete the 2 that are already in there because one of them is already in the calls. Wrong sign-up sheet. And the other is a test. But yes, we've got... That's not fair. I've been all over the place. I understand, Ellie. I'm doing all the Festa things. I knows it. Gang, that's going on right now. The Festa is happening right now, you guys. Look. Helly says Festa, and they appear August 7th and 8th. Why, that's today. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Which also means we will not be joined by Wild tonight. You want to know why? Because today is her rehearsal dinner. She's probably neck deep in rehearsal dinner everythings because it's the night before her wedding day. And that's pretty heckin' cool, I gotta say. I'm so happy for her. Her and him, that cool couple. Them cool cats, awfully neat. Yes, the Festa's going on right now, you guys. This is the digital block party that happens in the Mafia Community Discord. This takes place once a quarter. It's kind of a big to-do because... well, we don't get to do it terribly often in it. We don't get to do it terribly often. Once per quarter, we have a digital sort of block party, house party thing that is going on in the Mafia Community Discord. Links in the usual places. And it's in all of the voice channels. You'll see there's sort of a theme to them. And so depending on what people are up to, they go into different channels. People sort of bounce around. What I did not know is that for streaming purposes, I had changed the gamering room to 3 people. And that was really dumb because I was just chilling in there earlier like, where is everybody? And it turns out they couldn't get in because I changed it like a month and a half ago. So that's stupid. No one told me until Tier told me. Thank you, Tier. I appreciate you, sir. It means an awful hecking lot. But yeah, now it's open. Now it's fixed. Anywho, there are a bunch of channels. I'm tired. I have been in those calls since 8:30 this morning. So I've just been hanging out with everybody, chit-chatting about God of a ton of things. So very many things. What is that? Why is that there? It's odd. I accidentally... Whatever. Yeah, you. Yeah, Tier. Yeah, you. Very cool. Very cool. But yes, 1 out of 2 million. 1 out of 2 million. Code out. It's good to see you. I appreciate you, my friend. Means an awful lagging lot. Yes. Thank you for the lurk, mouse. Thank you. I'm holding down the foyer. I saw Intra. I was like, as soon as I saw that earlier, I was like, aw, thank you. That's so freaking sweet. Intra holding down the foyer. There's a quirk in Discord, you guys, where you set an event and like you can't set that event to be over multiple channels. It has to be for a channel. Well, the house party thing means people are going all over the place, and so you set it for one room. The rooms change, and so we were talking about this earlier. And Intra's being a gem, holding down the foyers so the event doesn't disappear, because if everybody leaves that room, the event will end automatically. It's like, oh, there's nobody doing the event, bye then, and it'll just shut down. It won't host an event to an empty room, which is really stupid. So, yep. Thank you, Intra. They appreciate you very much. All the people are rewarded for being in that channel because they got to see Orsies earlier. They got to see the horses. If you weren't there, you missed it. You snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. But yeah, the festa's going on, so if you haven't had a chance to meet some folks, put some faces to names, go say hello there, hi, how are yous, go do it. Go do it. Go do it now. And then, yeah, say hi to some folks. I will be back there as soon as I'm done with stream tonight. I will be back into the Festa calls until the late hours. And then all day tomorrow as well. I will be, every free minute that I have, I will also be in the Festa. So some people came before work. Some people called in during work. I mean, I appreciate the hustle, but dang. Risky business, y'all, risky business. And some of y'all are joining in after work. Happy to have you no matter when you join for as long as you are able. Hang out, come hang out, do your things, do your things. We got crafting rooms. We got a fire pit. We got a gamering room. Do you, do you. I did a little bit of science today. I got to do a little bit of science. Not very much, but a little bit of science to try some things, to see how it go, to see how it be in for trials for this upcoming week. So I got to do a little bit of that thanks to everybody who tolerated me doing math in my, I was gonna say in my head, but nope, I did it out loud because I process out loud. So I was doing a lot of numbers. A lot of number crunching, a lot of stuff. Big kudos to Tyr, who pushed out the latest edit today. We were cramping, baby, to get the latest prep video out. That video is to get everybody prepared for next week's trials. And so if you're going into the weekend and you play Ark, you can watch that video, that little short, 3 minutes long, on Rumble and on YouTube. That will tell you everything you need to know about the trials that are upcoming. By the way, I didn't get to tell you this earlier, Tyr. Excellent thumbnail. Excellent thumbnail, sir. Excellent thumbnail. Very good. Very sneak. Very good. Very good. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Huh. Oh, I've got a lot of talking today. I'm already tired. Anyways, that's what we're doing today is the Festa in the Discord. Again, links in the usual places. But I will be sitting here for the next little while here, holding forth and telling you guys about the Festa. Telling you about the Festa and telling you about the rendezvous. These are sort of the beating heart of the Mafia project, okay? What is... Let me see if I can do this succinctly, okay? Let me see if I can do this succinctly. Our world in 2026 is kind of falling apart a little bit, especially socially. In our humaning sense, we're not terribly skilled in this arena anymore. Once upon a time, you were forced to get good in this humaning endeavor, and that would be true of most of our parents. You were forced to engage with people face to face, and if you didn't do so in good faith, you would basically be excised from whatever groups you were in. You'd be excommunicated from social circles, and you would be disallowed from participating in really society. In the public square, you would be uninvited from things, and your opinion would be forever silenced or sidelined, okay? Nowadays, however, you have to opt in to humaning. You have to opt in to the conversation. It doesn't happen as a matter of course. It doesn't happen in school or anywhere else. Everything is optional to you. Once upon a time, you had to be a certain sort of person to isolate, to be a hermit off in the mountains somewhere by your lonesome with no human contact. And like now, that's the opposite. Nowadays, hermit is the default. And the other sorts, everybody else, is the special sort of human who has opted into humaning, who has opted into community. That's now the exception. So, we have thus... we have, as a consequence of this, we in 2026, many of our humaning muscles have atrophied to the point of virtually, like, unusability. And it shows. We are no longer able to have a meaningful discussion about meaningful topics. And I hear the lament from people all of the time. Why can't we just have a civil discussion anymore? Why do politics need to be so incendiary? Why is it so polarizing? Why is it left versus right and you versus me? Why is everything turned into a fist fight? This is why. The state of our world is not a particularly good one right now. And my posit to you is that is because we have precisely because we have lost our humaning muscles. They have atrophied too much in order to engage civilly. There is a fix for this. There is a solution for this. You must opt in to humaning once more. Round here, round the Mafia community, we call this doing life on hard mode. Easy mode being the default, where you are a hermit. You could get away with saying anything in any way that you like behind the safety and anonymity of your mouse and keyboard. From your dark den somewhere, you can say whatever you want to whomever you want, wherever in the world, and face no repercussions for it. And thus, the conversation deteriorates. We need to rectify this if we are to save the world. Our fix in this community is to practice humaning again. Practice. Because what was once a matter of course, what was once automatic for our parents and their parents and their parents as a matter of just existence, simple existence, now is optional. Choose, then, the option of training. Enter the Cosa Nostra rendezvous. These are our solution to the problem. These are our weekly 90-minute get-togethers that the Mafia community does in smaller group settings, where we practice humaning, where we learn, we get the skills and the proper perspectives to engage in good faith with one another, to negotiate with one another skillfully again, such that the discourse might actually stand a chance. 90-minute once a week. 90 minutes once a week. That's the ask. That's the commitment. Do this for a 6-month term. And these start up here shortly. 1 month from yesterday? No, 1 month from 2 days ago. Okay? That is the first week of September. The fall term of the rendezvous kicks off. Space is limited, and each group has a finite size. And so these are first come, first serve. And I'll be sharing with you guys here tonight, right now, the sign-up sheet. If you have heard of the CNRs, if you are interested in seeing what it is we're getting up to here, if you want to be a part of this, if you would like to join the Humaning Dojo and get those reps in each week, such that you might become skilled in this, or more skilled if you already are, such that you might become capable of facing the difficulty of your fellow man in a way that so very few today are. I hope that you will consider taking a look at this. This is the sign-up sheet. I've just pushed it out to all the platforms. YouTube is a little bit delayed. Apologies for that. They'll pop up over here, okay? This is a simple Google Doc. You go through it, and it's a wish list system because space is limited. You indicate in there which times on a Wednesday you can make work. I will be facilitating these crews personally, as I do right now with existing crews that started back in March. These ones again start at the first week of September and run through March 2027. Okay? You fill out the wish list to indicate what time you can commit to. There is no bounce between groups and shop around for groups. Okay? There is a pick a time that works with your work schedule, your sleep schedule, your time zone. Choose which is your first preference. First come, first serve means that those of you who get to the signups now, you're guaranteed your time slots until they fill up. Once enough people are there to fill up a crew, however, people will start getting their second choices or third choices, as the case may be. Some times are more popular than others, and they are spread loaded over the entire day so as to accommodate as many people as possible. What this translates to, for me, is an entire day of Wednesday, every single Wednesday, with each of the crews. Back to back to back, from the time I wake up till the time I go to sleep. I facilitate these crews. And my ask is that you would consider joining. Join me in this. Do something difficult. Do something that requires courage of you. That is the barrier to entry for most. That is the big to-do to join and become a part of this thing. Now, Just so as we're clear, there is a cost to these upfront. Sorry, not upfront. There is a cost to these at the 3-month mark. The first 3 months of this are free. There's no obligation to you to do anything now. There's no payment processing or any of that just right now, okay? At the 3-month mark, ahead of the 3-month mark, we will discuss what that looks like. But it is purposed with being accessible to all, okay? I'll talk about that in a second. But the first 3 months are for anybody who is just like, I'm going to see what this is about. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't know what I'm stepping in right here. I don't even know if I could manage it with my schedule. I'm not exactly sure. I'd be grateful if you'd give them a shot. Find a time that you can commit to. It's not a perfect sort of attendance thing. I get all of that. Like, life happens, okay? Stuff is going to come up. Things will come out of the blue, and you'll be pulled away in a given week. I understand all of that. It happens with our current crews. That happens with every group that we are a part of in life. It's just the way the world works. But there is an expectation that members attend 80% of the time or better, so try to be there. Try to be there. Negotiate in good faith. Communicate in good faith. Because, again, the time slots are limited. So, as for the free trial, the expectation is, for the purposes of trying to make this accessible to as many people as possible, it is $50 for a year for 2 terms. $50 for 2 terms. 2 6-month terms. First term, which kicks off here in September, and the second term, which would kick off in March and run through next September. There's a $50 price tag for that, and that's listed in the coffee store on my page. You can find that there listed in the store as the 12-month Cosa Nostra option. Now, if you read that description, and I do encourage you to, it will explain the alternatives. Okay, it will explain in there what the alternatives are. The short version is, if for whatever reason you are unable to financially swing $50 for a year of weekly get-togethers, if you are unable to afford that, and I understand being in a financial season where that is impossible. I get that. It's at a price point that is purposed with being accessible to as many people as possible. But if you're not there, if that's too big of an ask, okay, at the 3-month mark going into these, the ask is for a testimonial. The ask is that you instead write out a testimonial, not an AI testimonial, handwrite a testimonial explaining what it has meant to you to do those 3 months, what it is you've gotten out of it, and that you'd therefore like to continue, why you'd like to continue. Has it been beneficial to you in some way such that you would like to? Such that you want to actually stay in community, in these small groups. That's it. And then there's no cost due to you at all. That's all. It's either $50 for the year or a handwritten testimonial saying, no, it turns out this is a pretty good thing. Now, I covet those testimonials quite a good deal because they're the reinforcement that what we're doing here matters. It's also a means by which I can communicate to others like, no, don't just take my word for it. Other folks too, without their names being attached to it, have indicated that this matters. It's not me blowing smoke, and it's not me just fibbing about the benefits of this thing. And my encouragement to you is ask. Ask the people who are currently a part of CNRs, who have been doing this for 6 months or longer. Ask them what they get out of it. Now, I don't have specific plants of people who are going to salesman this thing to you and shine it all up for you. Ask anybody blindly. I'm not going to put specific people to you. You can just pick and choose any one of them and ask so you can get a candid response. Okay? And you can see what they've gotten out of it. Ask what their involvement level has been and ask what they've gotten out of it. And my ask, again, going here into the fall, is that for all of the new joins who are interested in doing this, be brave. That's the real cost of entry here. That's the real ask. Yes, there's possibly the $sign on it. Yes, there's possibly the testimonial instead. But the real cost, and there is one, is courage. It's not nothing. I understand that we've got a lot of introverts in this community. I understand that we've got a lot of people who indeed are not very well practiced in human engagement anymore. That must change. And if we're to fix the world, if we're to save the world, it will require your help. It will require your participation. This is not something that you can outsource to others. The folks who have just gone through their first term of this in a proper sense could explain to you precisely why this is an individual sort of problem. And yet, you will, at this point, having not gone through it, not be able to grasp the language they might employ in doing so. The purpose of the first term of these rendezvous is exactly that. Help you to understand the predicament we're in and why all of the excuses that we have and all of the seemingly legitimate reasons why me, well, I can't be a part of this thing. I can't be the problem. No, I've got it together. It's the rest of the world that's got it wrong. The first 6 months are purposed with equipping us to grapple with an idea like that one and wrestle with the implications that come from actually examining that claim, that stance, that view of the world. And I hope you will do it. It is not hyperbole, not at all, to say that this does depend on you. It does depend solely on an individual's courage. Many will be unable to do this. Many will be unable to stomach the difficulty of hard mode. And yet, some will. It is my hope that those who are right now unable to do this, it is my hope that in time they mature, they grow, and they become stronger, such that they can face the difficulties that this project, that this endeavor is fraught with. For now, however, some will be unable to do the difficult thing of doing life alongside people different than them. That's what each of us does. Each of us does each week spend time in the company of others who have agreed to try doing hard things. None of us will nail it. None of us will get it right. Because as different as we all are, as disparate and varied as our experiences and backgrounds have been and are, we have one thing in common. And that's we're all screw-ups. That's that we're all screw-ups. We're all disappointments. We all let ourselves down. We let each other down. We're human. They're one and the same. It's an intractable condition. It's an incurable thing that we each have. We are disappointments. We set goals for ourselves that we miss. Others set goals for us that we miss. We are in the business of missing the mark. True of us all. And that is a source of humility for those of us who can actually recognize this, who can actually see the truth in this. And that humbling, that truth ought give us pause when we're feeling inclined to dismiss one another, when over the course of a given day, week, year, we are feeling inclined to toss someone's ideas aside like so much chaff. Instead, in the company of others who've agreed to try this, miss the mark often, but keep coming back and trying, we get those requisite reps in. We get them over and over again, in a way that those who quit simply cannot. They never get enough exposure to these ideas in order to grow the humaning muscles. The people who walk away from it don't get the opportunities elsewhere, not in 2026. Now, long term, what we've talked about before, and what I'll briefly mention here again tonight, is the long-term goal for these, the dream, the ambitious dream for this, which is scaling. the Mafia project, scaling the rendezvous. The CNRs are, again, smaller groups of people, okay? 7, 8 people or so. And we've got 7, 8 crews that run on a Wednesday, okay? 7 or 8 crews that run per week. Now, it is my goal that we expand that we expand it massively. Because if it is true, and I'm convinced that it is, that this is how we save the world, that this is the precise mechanism by which we might do so. It's not more sophisticated technologies, it's not bigger and badder weapons, it's not even electing certain leaders. None of that will do it. This is the only way that we stop the rot. This is how. I'm convinced of that. If that is so, then the future of this world depends on us each, as individuals, negotiating in good faith and spreading this idea. Bringing others into it, roping others in to try this thing. To accept that this falls on each of us, and then to get good, to become skilled enough to do so well. All right? If we can scale this project, then it will mean a lot more people going through these crews. So my ask is that you bring a friend. You needn't face this solo. If you are super worried about doing this thing in a vacuum, though much will be required of you regardless of whether or not you have a compatriot that you already know, it can ease that transition. Now, my ask also is that people take a leap of faith here. Take a step into some uncertain waters. Jump in, get your toes wet with something like the Festa. There's a Festa going on right now in the Mafia community Discord. Low stakes, no barrier to entry, no obligation to stick around, no signups, no expectations whatsoever. You just join the voice calls. Put some faces to names. Come say, hey, how are you? Be brave. Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera so that you can actually look into the eyes of this person with whom you are speaking. Something, again, some of us are not great at. 2026. So jump into something like the Festa. Get reps in there. Be brave there. And then sign up. Sign up for the CNRs. Rope in a friend. Rope in a family member. Maybe you two want to do it together. Maybe you two want to do it separately in different calls. If you're married and you've got kids, well, someone's got to watch the kids. We've got a lot of folks who do that. We've got folks where this one will watch the kid for this shift so the other can attend their crew, and then they hand off the kiddos, and then the other joins. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I hope you will make a way. I understand that this is 90 minutes that you don't get back. I understand that this is 90 minutes that puts a wrench in the rest of your week. I understand all that. There is a cost. That cost is the most valuable thing. It's your time. That's why it matters. That's why it matters that we do this well. And boy, howdy do we strive to. So I hope that you will. I hope that you will bring a friend. And I hope you will help us in scaling this thing. Bring more people. None of this, incidentally, moves the needle on the success or survivability of this business. In case you're thinking that this is some sort of cash grab, cash cow something or other. Just so as you knows, for the curious, a little bit of behind the scenes, a little bit of insider baseball here. The overwhelming majority of people choose to write testimonials, the testimonials that I mentioned. So this is not a revenue source, really, for this business. It does not in any way cover the costs of what all I do here, 80 to 90 hours a week. Not even close. This project has cost me money. I have lost money every single month that I have run this company. Every single month. For 5 years. This is not about making money. This is about saving the world. So, I understand you being cynical. I understand those out there who've been black-pilled. I understand the cynicism, the guarded behavior. I get all of that. I understand it. But this is the fix. Like it or not, this is it. Some people wish they could just cut a check and make all the problems go away. That's not how this works. It requires something of you. It costs. It costs something of each of us. And I hope you will join. I hope you will join in that. I hope you will be brave. I hope you will join us in heart mode. I hope you will get those humaning reps in each week. And then tell a friend so that they might. Quick note on the logistics here. The terms stack one into the other, okay? So for those who've done term 1 right now, they are moving on to term 2, okay? And then on to second year. And so there is no catching up with somebody down the line, as it were, okay? And so if you're like, well, maybe I'll join now, and I'll have a friend join next term, they can't catch up to you in a strict sense, okay? If you want your friend or a family member to join and to be in a crew with you, they must do so now. They must do so this term, okay? Because if you continue and you're on in term 2, them signing up, they will be a term behind. Starting with the basics, starting with the foundation, while you move on to more advanced material, more advanced training for humaning. So, again, I encourage you, pick someone's brain. If you jump into the Festa here tonight or at any point tomorrow, because again, the Festa will be running all of tomorrow, all of tonight and all of tomorrow, jump into that call. You can ask. You can do it now, behind my back, okay? Jump into that call and ask, who here has done this CNR business? Who here has been a part of this? Who can tell me? Tell me, what is this? Is this legit? Is this real? Is this a scam? Is this a what? Is this a waste of my time? Go ahead, ask whatever questions you want. I won't be offended. You can put it however uncharitably you'd like. I won't be offended. Get real answers from real people. Do so. They won't be offended either, incidentally. Anybody who's gone through it, that is. Anybody who's gone through this program also won't take offense. I know the merits of this project. I've seen it firsthand. And I'm not afraid of the scrutiny. I'm not afraid of the questions. I'm not afraid of your asking whatever about them. And so if you do have questions here tonight, I hope you'll ask them. Whatever you've got, whatever you think I may have missed, whatever I can clear up for you, I'd love to answer those questions now. Any questions, however silly they might sound, but I'm sure that I failed to mention something. I am sure that I was not clear on something. So ask. If you've got a question, I'm sure it's not the first. So ask whatever questions you have, and we will get you some answers. Okay? Okay. Sign up sheet is right there. There it is on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. There's the sign up wish list. If this is your first time going through CNRs, if this is term 1 for you in doing this, that is the wish list sheet. Okay? So if you're brand new to all of this, you've not been in the CNRs before, put in there your preferences. This is my first choice of time slot that I can commit to, that I could make work. This is the most convenient time for me, and I could show up each week. And this is the second time, and then this is the third time, and this is the fourth time. That helps us create a heat map to also better accommodate desirability of specific time slots in large groups. Okay? We have a set of data points from the first term, from the most popular group times, okay? And that's been very helpful, but it's only one data point. So the more data we get on this, the better, and the better we can accommodate the expansion, the scaling of this project. So please use the form. And again, ask your questions. Fire away. That's all the stuff. That's all the thing. All right. I'm no who main. Ooh, what, Kodo? Today I learned. Your life schedule. Exactly, Helly. Another alert. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mouse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, I'm a disappointment. Ain't that the fact? We're all in it. We're all in it together, brother. It's good to see you, my friend. Always is. I hope the time zones have been kind. And that the smoke isn't so nasty over there. I hear you guys have kind of been going through it, so. Hope you're well, Paul. Hope you're well. Blinker fluid. Oh my gosh. How did you know I've been staring at a screen all day, Guts? How did you know that? How did you know that I've been sitting here since this morning? How would you know, Guts, huh? How would you know that I've been in front of this camera since 8:30 this morning? How would you know that, huh? Huh? You tell me, Guts, you tell me. You tell me right now, you fess up. How do you know this? How do you know this? Okay, blink, blink, blink. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, we are eyedropped, contented. Well, here. Hey, oh, hi, Intra. Hey, what? Did I call someone out? Did I don't know. Not taking offense is kind of a big deal in the CNRs. That's true. That's true. It's kind of the point, ain't it? There's a little something in there. You're right, here. You're maybe onto something, sir. It's true. It's true. Oi, Kodo, how the heck are you doing? How the heck are you being? How's you feeling? Gang, I didn't get to gush to you guys about Kodo. Okay, I didn't get to gush. Listen, it's kind of a big deal. But also I have a kind of a funny thing to tell you, Kodo. Kind of a funny thing to tell you. So, I complained, you guys. Essence, oh, snowman. Oh my gosh. We're channeling winter, you guys. We're channeling winter. Essence, oh, snowman. Maybe it'll help cool it down. Maybe. Yeah, I complained on Tuesday, a couple Tuesdays ago. All right, I complained a couple Tuesdays ago that I was not quite prepared for the new season of Trials and so forth because I didn't have the Wolfpack blueprint in Arc Raiders. Okay, I could not find it. I searched. I spent an entire stream searching for it. I did a lot because it's kind of an important one for doing a lot of trials. Okay, and I didn't have the blueprint, and I searched everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Couldn't get it. So Kodo messages and says, I have the blueprint. I have the blueprint you seek. And I'm like, what? No, keep it for yourself. He's like, I got it. I'm good. I don't need it. I'm stacked, baby. And I'm like, oh, son of a... So Kodo gave me the Wolfpack blueprint. And I was shook. Okay, I'm so grateful. Kodo, what an actual gem. Kodo's like, here you go. Here's your blueprint. And I was like, oh my God. Kodo... I can't make this up. I got one of my own that same day. Had yours, learned, ready, set, go, stacked. I got another one. Just like... So now I have one for next split. Now I have one for the next season. Now I'm all ready to go and it won't be a source of stress at all moving into the future. But gee, burrs. So it's ridiculous, but I'm grateful as heck for you. Means an awful heckin' lot. An awful heckin' lot. Thank you. I just thought the timing on that was just way too funny. Just way too funny. So, had to tell you. So dumb, but I had to tell you. Oh, let's see. Thankfully, no smoke here lately. Yas! The heat's been a pain. I'm like, the heart? Okay, the heat. My goodness gracious. New job on the horizon? If it happens, it happens. Oh. Very tea. Very excited, poor. That's very good, very good. Love that for you. Very excited. Very excited indeed. Very ick. Keep your distance. Oh, well. Pfft. That's crazy, Kodo. I'm sorry. That's lousy. That's lousy indeed. Bye. My form is done. Can't wait for the next CNR. Oh, right. For those of you who are interested, or sorry, I did meant to mention that. For those of you who are in CNRs right now, you were given a different form, okay? For all of you who are in CNRs presently, you were given a different form in your crew chats. You were talked to during your crews. And in fact, let me make sure. Hang on. You were given a different form or talked to with a different form. And I'm going to, you know what? I didn't put that in your Saturday crew, did I? That's embarrassing. I didn't. I'm sorry. Yes, there's a different form. Different firm for term 2 for those of you who've had schedule changes. For those of you whose lives, your circumstances have changed, your work schedule has changed, the number of children you have has changed, and the obligations that come with it have changed, and all of that, there is a different form for term 2. I meant to say that there was only like one person present, so that I did not get to get that form 2. I am so very sorry. I'm so very sorry. But yes, it's out there. It's there now. You have it in your crew chat. Every other crew has been given that form. That's the one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna copy this. Gonna put this here. Sponsorer? A sponsorer? Oh my gosh, what the heck in heck? 20 bones for the continued vote of confidence. Thank you, sponsorer. That means an awful heckin' lot. All of you guys who have made all of this possible, I am grateful and a half for you. Thank you, sponsorer. Okay. Wow. I will steward it as well as I'm able. As well as I'm able. I missed a whole bunch of chat. I'm so sorry. Okay, hang on, let me catch up. Kind of ick. My form is done. Very excited. Lurk 1 of 3. Mel! Hi, Mel! Hello, hello! Lurk 2 of 3. Lurk 3 of 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the lurks. It means an awful heckin' lot. I filled out the wrong one. Oh my gosh. I'll delete them. Is okay. But yes, the one that has been put in your crew chats for existing crews, you were pinged in the crew chats. You were talked to already this past week. And yes, those forms are in your crew chat for term 2. I will clean it up on this end. But yes, if you are going into term 2, use that. The one that I just put out here tonight for term 1. Hang on, I'm going to label this. Term 1. I'm going to copy this again and drop this again. There you go. There you go. That is the first. This one is for term 1. This is for new joins who've never been in CNRs before. Bet. Okay. Oh, it's actually raining? Was that thunder? Babe, was that thunder? That's crazy. Wow, I really hope that knocks some degrees off of the freaking temperature. That's incredible. It was like out of nowhere. It was like, oh, there's gonna be some rain. I'm like, bollocks. There is. It's kind of nuts. Okay, Mel, how the heck are you doing? Oh my gosh. How has work been? Arb. It's ridiculous. Mel was being a gem, called in earlier. Everybody, there's so many people today who are like, I am at work. I'm getting to work. I'm on my lunch break. I'm on a quick break at work. I'm calling in. So, Mel, I was like, didn't even get to chat with you. You're like, hi, bye. Ah, at work. Ah. All you gems calling in at work. I'm gonna go, ooh, same. Oh my gosh. Spirits are high, don't worry. Joy don't leave me that easy. That's good. That's good, Kodo. That's very good indeed. Glad to hear it. Anchored in something more sturdy, huh? Filled out the one in chat. Yep. Nope. Oh, you term 2 people. There will be one in your crew chat. In your crew chat. Silly me, all good now. Good. Filled out the correct one now. Bet we're there. I'm not sure. It sounded like it. And I thought I heard raindrops on the window. I've got all the blinds closed and everything. And it's dark now. Like, it's dark outside. And it shouldn't be. It's too early for it to be dark outside. So... Yep. Also, I'm going to try. For anybody who's interested, and I said, hey, grab a friend, invite a friend to join these things. I'm going to try here in the next couple days to cut down that little sort of pithy pitch that I just put out there, explaining what the CNRs are. It was kind of messy. Sorry, that's what happens when it's unscripted. It's messy. I'm going to try to cut down that. And based on my rough guess here, it should end up being something like 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully it's not 15 to 20 minutes, but I don't know. And you can share that video with people. Okay, you can share that video. The existing one, the Save the World command, that's from the beginning of the year. I believe I put that out in January. And that is a much longer explanation. This one is purposed with being somewhat shorter, so as we can share it around. Okay, it should, I think, include all of the important information. And so if, again, there's something that I missed, I would love if you guys have a question. I would love to answer it because, like Valk saying, hey, all right, I signed up for that one. Shoot, I was going to talk about second term. What is happening? Who is texting me? Everybody I know is here. My phone just freaking went nuts. I gotta know if there's questions, something that I missed, maybe I can append it to the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Append to the end. Append to the end. Okay. What am I gonna say? We also got lots of people around. I was gonna reemphasize this. A lot of people around in the calls, in the voice calls today and tomorrow for the Festa, okay? So if you really do want to hear unfiltered, no paid actors, you want the real scoop on like how the CNRs go, if you want to ask them questions, you're like, can't trust Gus to give me a straight answer with this. However it is you feel about me, I do want you to get straight answers for the CNRs. I am quite confident that what we're doing matters, and I'm quite confident that the methodology is a now time-tested, a pretty good one, an effective one. And so I do hope that you will pick the brains of people, not me. I do hope that you will do quick man-on-the-street interviews with people in the Festa and say, hey, can I bother somebody really fast about the CNRs? I'm sure that many of them wouldn't even be like put out by the idea of jumping into a different voice call with you, into a different room, and answering your questions privately if you really wanted to. Because, like Tyr said, the people who are this far through, the people who've made it through term 1 here, the folks who've lasted these 6 months, they're tough. They're a tough crowd. They're a tough bunch. And they have proven good faith negotiation. They have demonstrated it. Some more than others, of course. There's variation in humans. Imagine different levels of involvement, different levels of investment, of course. But I'm confident that whomever it is you talk to, it'll be a valuable valuable insights. It'll offer you valuable insights, and I hope you'll take that. I hope you'll take the opportunity to do so. I didn't ask any of them ahead of time, by the way. I didn't ask anybody. I didn't prep anybody for this. I didn't ask the people in the calls earlier, hey, by the way, is it okay if people tap you on the shoulder? I'm just putting this out there to them. It's more training opportunity as far as I'm concerned, to do some humaning stuff. And so I know that 90% of them or better wouldn't shy away from such a training opportunity. So I can say it with some confidence. Oi. Okay. I also wanted to say, big thanks to everybody who has watched the videos this week. Listen, I know a bunch of you guys here in the Mafia community, involved in the Mafia project, are not like fans of Arc Raiders specifically. It's like the game that I'm doing right now, right? This is sort of my focus. My energy is going into this game. I know that's not most of you. I know most people here have come from a crazy variety of backgrounds, different games, different encounters, different communities, different word of mouth. And if anything, maybe half a dozen of you are like, yeah, Arc Raiders, whoo, I have played this game. Like, really, at different levels of involvement, but that's only a handful of you have even played the game. Thank you anyways. Or thank you for watching the videos anyways, those of you who have. Those of you who've watched the shorts or the long form video, there's a new short that went out this afternoon, just a couple hours ago. I hope you guys will give that a watch. These are purposed with getting in front of more eyeballs to hopefully be helpful to people in that game. And in particular, I am interested in encouraging that game's thriving in a way that perhaps the devs did not anticipate. And that is cooperation for the sake of the good PvE that exists in the game. I'm not a big fan of the murdering that goes on in the game. Yes, it exists and it's a feature, but the people who burnt out on that game are the people who got tired of doing the same stupid PvP over and over again, because that's precisely what it is. Just a bunch of bloodthirsty morons murdering each other over and over again. If that's the style that you play at, it is mind-numbing indeed. But the way the game ought to have been intended to be played involves a lot of the PvE type stuff. The Cantina Legend, the trials, the ranked system in this game, such as it is. It's not a very well fleshed out system, but it is a system. And it is my hope to encourage others to give that part of the game a try. And to that end, Tyr has been working very hard. We've been putting in a whole heck of a lot of hours to create content that is accessible and helpful to as many people as possible who play the game at all skill levels. Yeah, that was thunder. I heard it. That was thunder and the lightning and the thunder. And so we put out a whole bunch of videos this past week, a bunch of which, 11 of which, dropped on Tuesday at the beginning of a new Trials week, okay? So there's a long form video in there. There's a bunch of shorts that explain each individual trial and a long form that combines them all. That video has done quite well. And it has introduced the Mafia community to many people on YouTube and in Rumble. And so I hope that you guys will also give it a view, give it a watch, give it 2 watches, share it around, drop it in a Discord that I'm not a part of. Say, hey, my friend made this thing. All of that helps because that video is performing better than any video we've done to date. And it is my hope that we can, as a form of outreach to people, get folks who are doing Arc interested in doing Arc in a Trials sort of PvE, sort of helpful sort of way. Yeah, that's definitely thunder. And then bring them into this. Bring them into the humaning goodness. Bring them in from out in the cold, the humaning cold, and to do life together meaningfully with you lot. It is my hope that you'll show the way. That you guys will join me in attempting, not nailing every time. Sounds very scary, I know. We're all disappointments, though. Don't forget. You're in the company of disappointments. You're in the company of people just like you who mess things up. Imagine. Not enough of whom pick themselves up and try again. Be brave. It is my hope that you will join me in attempting to model what it looks like to human well. Wisely, skillfully, so that we can move the needle on saving this world. I hope you will. There's lots of ways you can support and make that thing happen that are free to you. Watch the content, share the content, all of that. Tell a friend. Grab a friend and say, hey, I want to do this CNR thing, but I don't know if I could do it alone. Rope them in on it. Let's go. We got people here whose parents are probably joining the thing, who are like, what's this you're doing over there? That might be a good... Yeah, you do it too. There's no age limit. Come on, baby, let's go. I promise you won't be the oldest one. You won't be the oldest one in the call. Let's get after it. Let's do it. Grit. Oh my gosh. Cheers indeed. What the heck? How you doing? Hang on. Who go there? It's good to have you. How you doing? How you doing? Wait a minute. Do you go by Grit? Do you go by W? I like it. Wait, that's not Catch. Catch, is your name different? Wait a minute. Did you end? Wait, did Catch end, you guys? Catch did end. Catch, is that you? Do you have a different channel name and a different account name on Rumble? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happened down there? Or is this a different person? You guys just got the same name. What's going on? Someone's got to explain it to me. My small brain be hurting. It be hurting. Hurting for certain. But yes, it's good indeed to have you. Welcome down there. Welcome. I'm going to be finishing this, and then I get to have something new. Well, new for the evening, you know what I'm saying? New for the evening. But yes, cheers. Yep, it's freaking yummy. It's freaking yummy. Ahem. Now, going to have something else. The last time, they don't look like Catch. All right, Kodo, you say so. I haven't got to have this since our last Festa, you guys. It's been 3 months. 3 months since I've got to have this, the 7 Seals. And, it was a good pour last time, and I suspect it'll be a good pour again. Now, it was really good with the couple of cigars that I had last time, okay? It was really good. And so I'm about to find out how it holds up with no stogie. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit of bottle Asthma for you. Just a touch, just a skosh. Maybe. Jeez, okay. This glass... This glass top, making it tough. I also don't want to spill it. Jeez, okay. Holy cannoli. Okay, I guess we don't get bottle asthma with the frickin' glass. Fine, no bottle asthma. You had bottle asthma with the scatibus, and that'll have to do. But yep. Let's see about that, shall we? Let's see. Unfollows due to lack of asthma. That's right. I know it. No asthma. No inhaler. Nothing. It's crazy. Not as good. Not as good without a smoke. Not as good without a smoke to go with it.
I work my whole life. I don't apologize to take care of my family.
Trotsky! I swear! Crazy!
Dancing on the string, held by all those big shots.
5 gifted, you guys. 5 gifted subs on Rumble by the frickin' legend himself.
I work my whole life. I don't apologize to take care of my family. And I refuse to be a fool. Dancing on the string, held by all those big shots.
Gang, that's Trotsky. Trotsky's a gem. Trotsky also multi-streams, okay? He's on Rumble, he's on Twitch, he's on YouTube, and he's a frickin' gem. Sir, hooking up Grit here. Hooking up our new friend. Grit, by the way, can I call you Grit? Am I pronouncing it correctly? I mean, Grit's a fun name. But if it's Gert, let me know, okay? Don't let me ruin it.
I work my whole life. I don't know.
Don't let me ruin it.
Family.
I'm glad you got a sub.
Refused. Be a
Glad you got a
fool.
sub.
Dancing on the string held by all those big shots.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Valk got one too. Very cool, very cool. Very cool. Dragon BB! Hello, Dragon BB. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. It's nap time for me. Catch you later. Leave my bandwidth. Have a good nap, Mouse. Glad we got to hang out some today. Appreciate you. Trotsky, thank you for the 5 gifted, brother. You and Sponsorer over here making mischief. Making mischief today.
I don't apologize to take
Kodo got one too.
And I
Hell yeah.
refuse. Be a fool.
Hell yeah.
Dancing on the string held by all
Gert
those
B. Froby. Gert B. Gerby Furby. Call me anything you want, boss. Just not late for dinner. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Not late for dinner. I feel that. I feel that. My favorite flavors are involved in dinner. Calorie flavored sorts. Those are the ones. Those are the ones. Open the house. Trotsky, what should I? Gert B. Froby. Gert beer. I don't know. Killing me. Yes, if you guys don't have a sub on Rumble, make sure you say something in Rumble chat and pick up one of them gifted subs. There's only, what, 2 left? 2 left. Rumble prioritizes giving subs to people who have participated in this stream, so make sure you say something. Off the clock for 3 hours, 11 minutes. I'm still trying to recoup. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Hey, hard days work make for, sore muscles make for satisfying days, Those are the days that you get to sit down in your chair gratified at the end of the day knowing you did a job well done. It's a Joe Dirt reference. If you know, you know. I've not seen Joe Dirt. I know what it is. I just never saw it. I never saw it because I haven't seen any movies. I know. A bunch of people are going to be offended about that. But wait till you hear all the other movies that I haven't seen. It's a long list. I got to say. Long list. I don't know. Trotsky, thank you. It's good to see you. Again. Good to see you again. He got to see me die earlier. That's right. I did a little bit of science earlier during the festa, and he got to see me get absolutely rolled. Very embarrassed, but I was doing science. It was important science, so the way it goes, I suppose. Yeah, not as good as the Scarabus by itself. I'll switch to something a little fancier, in fact. A little fancier here in a bit. Here in a bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. For science, we did do a lot for science. We do a lot for science, it's true. Join the festa for a few to help relax. I think I saw you in there, Dragon BB. I briefly saw you there. That's when I was about to go live. I mean, I couldn't even say hi. I think I saw you on the screen, though. It could have been misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that was you. Don't know. But yeah, the festa is ongoing right now, you guys. Can't stress this enough. If you're interested in doing this humaning thing, if you're interested in getting plugged in, I very much encourage you to go see what people are getting up to in the open voice channels in the Discord community. Links are in the usual places. You can also just type in Discord and chat, and it'll pop up for you and let you know so you can join. But there's no invitation, no RSVP, no cost to you, whatever it is. Just pop in. Put faces to the name. Intra is holding down that foyer, you guys. Holding down that foyer is crazy. But you can go meet Intra. You can go meet Hot Brides in there. We got a handful of lovely humans that I see over there doing the business. And so there's some good ones. And if you have questions about this project, yeet them questions. Ain't nobody afraid of answering them. Red, how you doing, Red Wolf? It's good to see you. Welcome on in, sir. How's the time zones? How you doing? Do we get to see you during the festa? Do we get to see you? Either tonight or tomorrow. I'll be going all day again tomorrow. The festa continues All true tonight. Some people are going to be hanging out. There's jokes that aren't really jokes about people sleeping there. So, you know, it's going to be one of those nights. One of those nights, I suppose. And then I'll be back at it here tomorrow morning. When I wake up, I'm not going to be sleeping on the, I'm not going to be sleeping in this chair, as comfortable as it is. And then I'll be back at it. Back at it on tomorrow, yes, all day. These are our quarterly block parties, so I hope you guys won't miss them. Amazing people and amazing vibes. Yeah, thank you for dropping links. There it is, there's the Discord. Thank you, Dragon Baby. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. I'm doing really good. Hope you're doing good too. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, Red. I'm surrounded by incredible company. Amazing people and amazing vibes, as Dragon Baby said. What could I possibly complain about? Who would listen? I could complain, but who would listen, Red Wolf? Who would listen? Man, oh man. I assume you know Red Wolf. You've heard all the stuff. All Guts getting locked up, like locked in with her, locked in with her new place and all this stuff. It was pretty fun, you guys. We got to see the hype on this Goyle earlier today as she got her new internet unpacked and set up, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So we got to hang out as she got all established with the new interwebs, which was not dial-up speed. Very good indeed. And yeah, it's been a fun day. I mean, it's been mostly a silly day, but that's, you know, the Festa is not exactly purposed with like tackling the big intellectual philosophical delvings. That's for a different group of folks. And again, if you guys are not yet signed up for the fall, hang on, I'm gonna drop it again. Term 1. You can check the title and you'll know you're looking at the right one here. There you go. There's the link. Is that rain? Is that wind and rain just out of absolutely nowhere? Alright, well, now it's storming outside. So if my internet cuts out, sorry. If my internet or my power cuts out, sorry. Anyways, there it is. There's the sign up, you guys. That is the form. If you are not yet plugged into the Mafia community, if you are not yet doing the CNRs, the Cosa Nostra Rendezvous, these are our 90-minute weekly smaller group hangout get-together things where we practice humaning, where we just, you know, get our reps in, rubbing up against like people with different backgrounds, different walks, different takes, different lives, where we get to get more skilled at this humaning business. Again, I encourage you, ask someone who is currently in them what they think about them, what they're like. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my opinion for it, okay? I'm biased, so ask them. Ask them. And if you're not yet plugged in, use the wish list here. That is a simple little form. Put in your Discord name so we know how to get a hold of you, and then you pick your preferences for which time slots work for you. It's first come, first serve. Okay, so the people who are signing up right now, the people who are signing up tonight, you're gonna basically get your wish list. You're gonna get your top pick. Okay, that's how this is gonna go. The first ones to do it, but there's a limited number of space in each cruise. Right, each crew only has capacity for like 7 or 8 people. Okay, they're intended to be somewhat smaller groups. All right, so you can actually process about life and stuff like that. You can't do that in a lecture hall of 90 people. So smaller groups, first come, first serve. So if you're interested in signing up, take seriously getting on that list soon, because there are some time slot things that are historically more popular than others, and I suspect that will hold true here. Don't know for sure. I'm still interested to see the data, but I suspect that will hold true here. And yeah, they may fill up awfully quick, and then you're down to your second choice and your third. And so make sure you get in there soon. Soon, TM. I will be facilitating these crews, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you guys then. And so, yeah, take it seriously. Take it seriously. It's a very important business. Very important business indeed. Yep, yep, yep. Wednesday crew or Saturday? I did hear some thunder. There's definitely thunder. It's true. Literally throw a dart and you can figure out who's in it. Dragon Baby. Yeah, so Wednesday. It's Wednesday. There is no Saturday crew Dragon Baby for term 1. No. Term 2 is a different thing. For anybody, I mentioned this before, everybody who's already in the CNRs and they're going into the fall, there's a separate form that went into each of y'all's crew chats. It's in your crew chat, your hidden channels. That's where you can find your form. If you have not yet signed up for the fall term, for term 2 material, do not use the term 1. You'll see the name on the form. It'll say term 1 at the top. If you're not term 1, don't fill out the term 1. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that thing. Don't fill out that form. This is just for the new joins. So if you are a returning crew member, then yeah, use the forms in your crew chat. But this form here is for everybody who has not yet done the CNRs and who is interested in getting plugged in. Do that thing. Do that thing. It starts in a month, you guys. In 4 weeks' time. 4 weeks' time. So don't miss it. There's no like joining after the fact. There's no, oh, I'll join in December. Nope. There will not be another crew offering until March. This is it. This is the time. So if you are not yet plugged in, use the form. Use the form, Luke. Use the form. And get plugged in. Get plugged into this thing. Pick your time slots. Pick your wish list things. And again, if you've got kids, figure out when you and your spouse, like, all right, you watch the kids this time so I can go to my CNR, and then I'll watch the kids so you can go to your CNR. We've got a lot of couples who've juggled this and done this successfully. You will not be the first. That template is already made. We've had trailblazers before ye. So, yes, I hope you'll take advantage, you guys. I very much look forward to this term. I'm very excited. Every single week is my favorite day of the week, is to do this with the folks who've opted in to community. It's really something. It's really something. EG Wife, hi EG Wife and EG. We've got both. EG Wife and EG. It's crazy. You want to know what's fun, you guys? We have a sushi place here in town called EG. Okay? It's IJJI here in Reno, Nevada. All right? There's EG, and then they were so popular that they got a second one, and that's called EG2. And then there's a third, EG3. They've got EG4. And then I want to say they did like a hibachi one. So it's like 4 sushi places and then like an EG hibachi thing. And yep, I think of that every time. Thought you ought to know. There's EG1 and EG2, and it makes me chuckle. And so I thought, I don't think I've told you that before, and it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Yes, it makes me laugh. Thank you for the lurk, Red. I appreciate you. Where's the party? The party's in the Discord, EG Wife. The party's in the Discord right now. The festa is going on as we speak. I've been there since I woke up this morning. In fact, I was doing science in one of those channels, and then I went, crap, I gotta be live. To go tell people about the festa, to sign people up for the rendezvous. I gotta go. And so I scrambled to get live on time, and I just barely squeaked in. But I will be going back to the festa as soon as I'm done streaming here. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back into the voice channels there, go hang out with folks. And yeah, you guys can go in there. Go say hi. Put friends before frames. Go say hi. Put faces to names and all of that goodness. Sign me up. Oh, that's right, EG. Yes, baby, let's go. Okay, yeah, the form. Form's up there. I'm going to drop it again. We're going to drop it again. Boop. There it is. There it is. There's the wish list. There is the wish list. It's right there. It's going to go out on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube is just delayed. So it'll go out on YouTube for all of you watching on YouTube as well. Yeah, you fill that out, put in your Discord name so we can reach out. Obviously, we can get a hold of you. And then tonight, everybody, like, first come, first serve for the cruise, depending on the size. Some couples join and do it together. Others, like I said, split it up. I don't know if you're here for that. Some people split it up the time, so there's coverage on, like, house responsibilities and kids and the rest. But, yeah, that's the wish list system, because there's a limited number of space, and it's first come, first serve. So the people who are signing up for the cruise right now are basically going to get their first pick. But I would still appreciate if people put in their first, second, third, fourth, options of what it is they can commit to for this term. Okay, it's not I bounce around in the cruise and shop around. We're going to get a crew that fits your time that you can commit to, and then I will be there facilitating these crews. And so Wednesdays are a very long day for me. I try to have it be the entire day so that we can accommodate as many different time zones as possible. So it ends up being about a 16-hour day for me, but that's okay. It's still my favorite day of the week because it means I get to do life meaningfully alongside people who have agreed to do the same. And that's really something. So I'm enamored as heck of all the folks in the rendezvous. It means an awful heckin' lot. Oh, Trotsky with the Perry Dumpy. Oh, my God. Look at it. Dude. Guy needs to open a bakery. Keep all that cake to himself. Ridiculous. Speaking of food. Ooh, need to run and get some. Hopefully I won't be kicked for being That's hilarious, Intra. Tell you what. If you do, I'll drag you. No. Intra, if you have to leave that call, it's fine. It's okay. We'll let it expire. And then it's like, if you know, you know. You know, people can find the Festa and jump in. It's any of the voice channels, you guys. Bounce around, do you, okay? Do you. 4 EGs. Yeah, 4 EGs. Just another 2 more, and they'll have half a dozen eggs. I have regrets. I read it, and I shouldn't have read it. I shouldn't have done it. I was hoodwinked. EG walked me right into it. Just walked me right into a trap. Right into a trap. It's crazy. Wait, there's no trampolines? What do you mean? Where? Where? For the house party? How do you know? I don't see you in there. How do you know there's no trampolines? What are you even basing that off of, Kodo? That's ridiculous. I'm committed. Intro is such a freaking gem, I swear. Dorian! Hello, sir! It's good to see you, my friend. Speaking of fabulous humans that I hope sign up for the rendezvous, that I hope I get to see each week, people that I hope I actually get to know better and get to hear about their lives, their hopes, their dreams, their feels. Dang, Dorian, this fabulous fella, right there. There's the wish list. There it is, you guys. It's right there. It's a thing. We did it. We did it. Actually, can I pin? Wait a minute. I can pin messages, can't I? I can! It's pinned. Alright. There it is. We did it. It's pinned. Okay. The form that's pinned at the top of Twitch chat. Can I pin a chat on Rumble? Yes. Yes, I can. Did that work? Did I break it? Why can't I pin? Oh, pin this message. Yes, there it goes. Message successfully pinned. Very good, very good. Okay, that is the sign-up form, the wish list form for the fall term of the CNRs. Kicks off in 1 month, first week of September. That Wednesday is the 2nd. September 2nd. Okay? That's our inaugural gathering. Now, if some of you are like, but what if I have to miss the very first day? I mean, I hope you don't have to miss the very first day, but stranger things have happened. Okay, you can sign up. Like, listen, if you're out of town that week and you're like, this has been planned for a year, you're fine, breathe. Sign up anyways. And we'll catch up with you the week after, okay? Some of you are doing crazy things like having children, birthing children that week. It's okay if we miss you for a second, all right? We still want to see you when we can. So still sign up all the same. If you've got considerations, reach out to somebody in the Discord that with the role Consulente, okay? These are the folks who are helping me manage all of the moving parts of all of these things in the Mafia community. And they can point you in the direction of answers. Reach out to any one of them. They are each equipped with information to, again, get you to a meaningful answer. But we will get it sorted. The purpose of this is not to be gatekeepers. The purpose is to be as transparent and as accessible as possible for what the heck these are, what they... the benefits. Again, my encouragement to you is don't take my word for it. Ask the people who've done it. Pick their brains and see what they think. Get an unbiased, unfiltered answer of what it has meant to them to be a part of this community. Oh, hell yeah!
And I refused.
Dorian got one.
Dancing on the string held by all those big shots.
That's pretty slick. Bouncing around the CNR? Yeah. How do you know there's no trampolines? I don't see you in there. Where you at? Unbelievable. Thanks, Gus. I say all the time, Valk, I want to celebrate you. I want to celebrate all the legends out there who are doing cool kid things like having families. Okay, all of you guys who are out there producing the next generation of legends with hard mode principles, I am about this and I want to gush about it. Some of you are being awesome, okay? Legendary parents out there who are trying to set the example for the next generation, pave the way so that they can be contributors and not non-contributing zeros. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty awesome. What, no birthing gatherings? I mean, we weren't invited, E.G. Wife, so that's one I'm not gonna step into. No, I'm not gonna step into that one. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Too kind, thank you, Trotsky. Trotsky do be a gem. It's true. It's true. Boom. Where's the very easy mode? Other communities. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, other communities, not the Mafia. So yeah, in the Mafia, you guys, we do hard mode. It's true. We do hard mode. We opt in. And again, if you guys there are a handful of you who are like, me and a friend are doing this. We want to be in the same crew time together so we can hold hands and it's less scary this way. Make sure you're both signed up here soon. First come, first serve. So the spots are going to fill up quick. So reach out. Call your friend, text your friend, DM your friend, be like, I don't know why this was texting. This is texting. Actually, it's more like swiping now, but you know what I'm saying. Those are the swipes that we're doing. But yeah, reach out to your friends. Let them know. It's time, baby. It's time. We got a month. Only got a month. And we are going to have to disentangle all of the stuff and get everything coordinated ahead of orientation. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. And yes, again, today, all day today, the rest of the day today, and all day tomorrow is the Festa. So you can jump into the voice channels, whatever. Just jump on in, say hi, how are you? Hang out for as long or as little as you like. I will be there. And if I haven't had the chance to meet you proper like, I would love to meet you during the Festa. And if you want to, jump into the CNRs in the fall, but you still have questions, maybe perhaps questions that you're not comfortable asking here, jump into the Festa. And you can either ask the folks there about the CNRs, because many of them have been in the CNRs who know their way around, or you can ask me if I'm there. I'm not afraid of your questions or your scrutiny, okay? Like I said, this is a good thing we got going here. I am certain of it. Unlurk here for a bit. Hello, how we all doing? Mel! Oh, Mel! Are you survive? Are you survive, Mel? You guys, Mel has a crazy job. Mel has crazy work. It is wild. The amount of like stuff that is on her plate professionally, and yet like there's no more like consistent contributor of bandwidth and well-wishings. Mel is just like, all right, I'm between my 90th thing today. I gotta, but hi, I'm here. I gotta go. Bye. It's like shouts and pulled back into the work lurk. It's just, thank you, Mel. Means an awful lot. An awful lot. Do we get to see you tomorrow, Mel, or are you busy all day? Huh? Caleb! Speaking of fabulous humans, hello, Caleb, just want to say, I made a new account for Discord. Wow. Wait, with the new name? With the new name and everything? Cool. Alright. Alright. Filled out the form. Bet! Very excited. Yeah, all the term 2 folks, your forms, again, to reiterate this, your forms are in your crew channels. It'll say term 2 at the top. The new joins, your form should say term 1 at the top. Yeah, the term 2 is for people who've already, been in this and they're continuing on to bigger and tougher things. The heavier lifting. And term 1, yeah, all the new joins, you guys get your own form. They're the ones pinned at the top of chat for the new joins. Okay, pinned at the top of Twitch and Rumble chat. I don't know that there's anybody watching or participating actively on YouTube, so it's over there too. The chat's just not moving, so you'll find it like stacked 10 times. Probably, I haven't looked, but I suspect as much. Hello, Otter Dad? Yeah, the Otter Dad. The Otter Dad, that's the one. I missed the river waters. Yeah. Hey, the Otter Dad. Who that the otters? I like it. May have injured myself today. Surviving with some drag? What happened? Making me blush. Listen! I just say true things, Mel. Plain and simple. What do you mean you injured yourself? Who are you fighting? New name? Remember the paid ledger? Mine said term 1. The one in your crew chat says that? The one in your crew chat says term 1? Really? Oh. I posted the wrong link. Oh my gosh, Helly trolled. Hang on. No, where's... Yep, he posted the wrong one in your crew chat too, Caleb. Turns out Helly was trolling you guys. Helly was trolling you guys. Hang on. I got it. Here's the correct form for term 2. Wow. You got trolled. You got trolled. I'm real good at things, guys. Hey, wait, Helly, you trolled with both of those crews? Damn, boy. He was just making it interesting, you guys. He was just making it a little bit spicy. That's what he doing. Just a little bit of spice, a little bit of zhuzh, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep you on your toes. Oh my gosh. Hashtag admonish Helly. I mean, where's the admonish button? Get him. Get him with that admonish. Okay. We're moving on to another bottle that will hopefully have some decent asthma. Ooh. What if we had some black pits? What if we went for a peated Irish? That's kind of a fun one. We don't get to do that one very often. It's special. Let's get a little bit of bottle asthma. Maybe we can earn some follows on Rumble and Twitch and a subscription on YouTube for a little bit of asthma. Let's see. No. Again, tiny little knobbies. And I got these big old frickin' meat hooks. Make it hard. I don't know how well that came through. Hopefully you heard it. Hopefully you heard the little beep, beep. Okay. Just a little, just a little limb. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. We're on to drink number 3. Drink number 3. Very good, very good. Let's see here. You just filled it out. That's okay. That's okay. I will, we'll sort it out. But yes, please do fill out the correct form. Whatever that makes sense for people. Fill out the correct form for your term. I believe that should be the last of of Helly's trolling. But yeah, if you're brand new to join, it's the one pinned in chat. What if after all of this, after all the sass I've given Helly for what if I pinned the wrong one? What if I posted and pinned the wrong one? After all this, go through the entire night only to find that out. I'd have to come back here, tail between legs, just like. So, I shall share the lore of my injury tomorrow in the fest. All right, Mel got into a fight. That's my headcanon. My headcanon is the lore is she got into a fight and she had to drop kick someone. That's my headcanon. That's what it is. Had to drop kick someone. Love all croc endeavors. I leave all croc endeavors to the Irwins. Give me the ones best equipped for it. Those are the ones. Those are the ones. Who's the ones? Who a troll? I love them. That would be Helly. It'd be Helly Kodo. That's the one. That's the one. That's what I get for dealing with 2 form links. That's yeah, I guess so. Ahmed! Oh, hello, Ahmed! It's good to see you, my dude. Ermagerd! I hope that you're well, sir, and that your streams have been treating you okay. Golly! This is a great example, you guys. This is a great example. Okay, I never get to catch up with you guys. I never get to hear what's happening in people's worlds and people's lives. The rendezvous is one of my cheeky ways of keeping in touch with people and seeing what the heck's going on. You know, I want to hear the tea. I want to know what's happening in your worlds, and I don't get to do that from afar. I don't get to do that when I like say hi bye or work lurk. Sorry, chat. I'm having to step down from helping. Nice knowing you all. Keep up the trolls. Baby ploop. Oh my gosh. You fought a baby ploop? That's crazy. Ouch, that hurt my head. Don't not hurt your head. Don't not do it to baby bloop. That was the sound. Bloop. Do 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 do. Double check your trolls. And this Gus is why I need to get my next. And this Gus. And this Gus, comma, is why I need to get my next project going. Makes it less easy. Less easy to mix up. It makes it harder to mix up? That's a double negative. Is that I am crazy. That's tough. Never say never. Listen. I said it. I may have regrets, but I've said it. What's done is done. So, okay. I got a fun new drink to raise to you lot. And so, again, happy to have you guys in. Means an awful heckin' lot. Mmm. The nose on this one's fun. Yep, it's freaking yummy. Each of these would have been better with a smoke. Every single one of these three is heightened by having a shigar, a stogie to go along with it. They go excellent with tobacco, okay? Just like freaking fabulous. And yet, it's quite good on its own as well, which is great because the price point on a Black Pits, let me tell you, if you're after like a peated scotch, if that's what you want the smoke, you want that iodine medicinal, you want that thing, better price point than this, I would say go for the Port Charlotte. It's much more of that. This is a peated Irish, which is hilarious and ironic if you know anything about whiskey and whiskey history. But yeah, I would get the Port Charlotte for the same price point. In fact, I think you get the Port Charlotte for like a slightly smaller price point. Slightly. They're very close, neck and neck. I mean, even like then I'd get the Skedibus. The Skedibus is a great price point. You get 2 bottles for the price of the Black Pits here. Even still, I hadn't had it in a really long time, and I wanted to try it again with my new bastardized palate to see what the heck. You know what I'm saying? What the heck? No raggarts, no raggarts. That's the one. None of those, none of them allowed. So, for funsies, I like getting to use the emotes on my channel. I think they're fun. I think they're neato. Yeah, I got to talk about this earlier, you guys. I got to give the very short version of what the CNRs are, what they're purposed with, the sort of state of things, and I'm going to try to chop that down. It's purposed with being significantly shorter than a super long diatribe, the previous one. If you want to hear like an exhaustive explanation of the state of things and what we're doing about it and all that jazz, you can type in ! save the world, and it'll pop up. There'll be a video that pops up, and you can go see it. But I gave the much pithier, much shorter version of it here tonight, and I'm going to try and chop it down so that it's something like a 15-minute video that you guys can share around, in case anyone's curious, in case anyone wants to know what these things are, what the CNRs are purposed with, what the point of them is. Oh yeah, sorry Trotsky, it's not relaying anymore. Rumble chat isn't relaying over the commands to Twitch like correctly for some reason. So it'd have to be in Twitch chat. But yes, that's the one, you guys. Anyways, that's a much longer video. And that one's purposed with being fairly exhaustive. Yeah, I don't know why. It stopped like a week and a half ago whenever I redid everything. Two weeks ago, whenever the heck everything was broken, it stopped like reading it correctly. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what changed. Oh no, it stopped when they got the new ownership. That one. Yeah, see? It stopped when they got the new ownership. When Stream Elements switched over to whomever the hell owns them now. Razer? Is it Razer? Yeah, it stopped working. I'm like, all it does is read the... Whatever. Don't know. Okay. But yeah, I gave a much shorter version of all of this. And so whatever questions you guys have about the CNRs, there's nothing off limits, okay? Whatever questions you've got, please hit me with them, okay? I'm unafraid of the questions. I'm unafraid of whatever they are. And chances are, if you've got a question, someone else does too. You can either ask them here, or you can ask them in the Festa. Ask the people who've done this, okay? Hot Bride's in there too. Hot Bride knows an awful lot. She's in the Festa right now. And so you can pick people's brains. I am confident that the people in that call or in those calls can point you in the right direction of things. I won't be on here for much longer here tonight. I'm going to try and wrap things up in the next 15 minutes or so that I can get back to the Festa. In fact, I do want to go back over and hang out with folks and chit chat about all the things, because I've said my bit here today. I've said my piece. But that link, you guys can share that. Okay, that sign up link. You guys can copy that, the pinned link that goes to the forum for the wish list. Go ahead and copy it and share it around. If you've got friends or you're part of communities that have talked about joining before, please, please, please get that link to them. Okay, get that link to them so that they can sign up. Again, first come, first serve. I hope you guys will take advantage while you guys have the edge here, because anybody who has not heard my voice tonight, which I know their ears hurt less than yours do. I know, but you have this advantage, and that's that you got a head start on the link. You got a head start on the signups. So consult, talk to your families about it, look at your schedules, whatever it is, and find a time that works for you. Some people that's before work, some people that's during nap time for the kids. Sometimes it's on a lunch break from work. We've got people who do lunch, like this is my lunch. And then some folks it's after work, okay? So it takes all kinds, takes all sorts, and yeah, and just for some people, like your schedule might change. There is some of this. If your schedule changes, and that's like not within your power to control, okay? You're like halfway through, you're like, well, what if halfway through this term, like my schedule with work changes? We will work with you. We will figure it out, okay? You don't gotta fret. Find a time that you can commit to now. Act in good faith in signing up and committing to this thing. Be there, and we will figure it out together, okay? We're trying to be flexible for as many people as possible. That's why so many crews meet, you guys. That's why so many crews meet. But yes, I'll be facilitating them all. And I don't actually know. I have a guess at a handful of the folks who have already indicated previously that they want to sign up. But I actually don't know the total number of people that we are expecting for the fall term here. And so it may be the case that we offer additional times if there's more. Hey, Duckling got one! Bet!
Be a fool. Dancing on the string held by all those big shots.
Very cool. Very cool, Duckling. Speaking of fabulous humans, yeah, I actually don't know how many people we have. We may have to talk about additional facilitation times if it's too full. But I will, and I suppose technically it's possible that there's too few, and I may have to consolidate sometimes. I'm not sure. So please do fill out the form so that we know. I don't know anything. I can't know exactly what all to plan for until you guys do the thing. So please don't wait till the last minute. One for your sake. We do it individually. Yes, CG wife. Yes, indeed. Do it individually. And yeah, and we'll go from there. We'll know how many people to accommodate based on how many people fill out the form. Thank you for your time. Save my world. Thank you for our time. Thank you for your time. Next project is already at the point of making it look good. I swear, he's putting the finishing touches. He's polishing it. You guys, making it look pretty. If anyone has questions tomorrow, feel free to grab me. I'm happy to hear your questions and concerns and steward you well. If I'm in a group, you can ask me to another channel. There you go. Mel is one of the consulente, you guys. Mel has answers to basically every question. And so, like I said, you can grab really anybody who's in a CNR. You won't know exactly who all those people are, but chances are pretty good that the people who are like with courage doing life alongside one another right now in like the Festa and stuff like that, chances are good that these are people who've practiced at this. People who've gotten good here. It does build up your courage. It does build up your confidence because it does build up your humaning muscles. It's really cool to see. And so throw a dart, like Intra said earlier. Who said that? Was that? I think it was Intra said earlier. Toss a dart. Dragon BBs? And someone said, throw a dart, you're likely to hit someone who's in a CNR. And pick their brains about it. Ask them. I don't think any of them would be shy about what Mel just said. Stepping off into a different channel with you, answering whatever questions you've got, whatever they may be. So yeah. Yep, thought I already had one. Very kind of you. It must have expired. It must have just expired, Duckling. They're good for a month, and so Zacchaeus. Oh, hello, sir. Dirt. How are you, my dude? We talking CNRs? Been all night, sir. Been all night. We did it. We're done. The sign-ups are live. It's pinned on the channel, sir. It's pinned on the top of the channel. Why's my ear so itchy? What is that in my ear? I'm freaking out that there's like an ant in my ear, you guys, because there's ants. It's making me kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, freaking ants. I'm phantom. I'm feeling phantom things on me. It's making me crazy. But yes, Doc. Sir Zacchaeus, the sign-up form, the wish list for the first terms is pinned on Rumble and on Twitch. It's at the top of chat. That's the sign-up form. That's the wish list for the fall term for all the new joins. So you can share it around, you know, thrust it at people and go, here, do the thing. And it's all in there. There's all in there. And that kicks off in 4 weeks, you guys. Less than 4 weeks, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3.5 weeks. That is September 2nd is our first gathering, the kickoff of orientation week. And I hope that you guys will consider it. I hope you will. Again, not afraid of your questions. And ask the people who've done it. Best I can. Cannot guarantee that I'll do so well. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. We'll try. We'll try, though. We'll try. Damn. Last comment on Rumble is I'm jealous of the editing skills. Oh, these peeps making me blush. Tear. You did do a good job. It's true, you guys. It's true. I think I said that in. I think I said that in one of the announcements. I'm not sure. Where I pushed to one of the channels, you guys. I think it was on Tuesday in it. For those of you who have watched all the videos that have gone live on Rumble and on YouTube for the ARC edits, all that work that Tyr has put in, you can show some appreciation by showing some engagement with those videos. You know, share them, comment on the videos, let Tyr know. Do you love it? Do you hate it? He did do a freaking great job with those. And that's given that he had to work with this as his raw material. You know what I'm saying? So it's doubly impressive. Quadruply impressive? Quintuply impressive? It's impressive. Damn it, I don't know. Yeah, speaking of awesome people, yeet thy form, yes, yes. What is this emote, EG? What is this? This is a fun one. Puffer Pop. What is that? Is that just a random, is that like a Twitch emote? That's a fun emote. The Puffer popped? Oh my gosh. Dead. Wow. It ends in death. It's kind of nuts, actually. It's kind of morbid. I'm kind of here for it, though. It's very metal. Nature is metal, EG Wife. Few people understand that as much as y'all do, living out there in the bush. So, nature is metal. That tracks, actually. That emote tracks. Very, very metal. Very metal. That was my comment. Well done for real. Ah, nice. I thought I had that one renewed, though. Oh, must get to the bottom of this. Oh. I don't know, Darkling. But I do to do. Despite that face. He did it! Whose face? Despite this face. I know! But this was the mug that he had to work with, you guys. And he made magic out of it. It's nuts. It's like you guys are familiar with alchemy. Right? You guys do alchemy. Okay? You're like doing transmogging, transfiguration. You're doing all of the, all right, okay. And then you're like, we're going to take this pile of slag, this pile of sag, this pile of wrinkles and cynicism and age. And he was like, with the right series of concoctions, with the right mixture, and a little bit of this, a little bit of magic, turned it into gold. Yes, he did it. He did it. He got is it the Philosopher's Stone? Is it the Philosopher's Stone? Was the alchemy type stuff that was supposed to be like turn things into gold? Wasn't that the deal? I thought that was. I thought that was the one. I have watched. By watch, meaning they loop while I work, and I'm glued to another stream. Yes, yes. I appreciate it, Mel. I appreciate it an awful heckin' lot. Yes, I do. The AG Wife, where's the lie? Nature is metal, and you know it. Gang, if you guys lived where EG Wife lives, where EG and EG Wife are at, then you would also understand just how metal nature is. You would get it. You would see. You would see. Now I'm off to bed. I'm on the other side of this flat globe. Thank you, Tyr. Thank you for everything you put in today. Thank you, my friend, for sacrificing sleep. It means an awful heckin' lot. Please do pass along my best if she is still awake. And if not, let her sleep. Talk to you soon, my friend. Bye-bye. Bye now. It's a cute mug. Dance mug? Thanks. She thinks I'm cute. Who knows that quote? Who knows that quote? Does anybody know that quote? I feel like that's a deep cut. I feel like some people will be like, well, that's not a deep cut at all. And others will be like, So it's like no in between. There's nobody that's like, oh, that's familiar. I guess you'll either know it or you won't. I don't know. A face made for VTubing. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Laughing so hard. I respectfully appreciate that mug. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we'll put it in a box. And that box, and another box. And what is it that you sell? A little of this and a little of that. That's right, you tell them. Tell them. Heads or tails? Oh my word. Rudolph! Oh, Tyr got it! Holy crap, Tyr got it! Wait, did you look it up? Did you look it up, Tyr? Or did you just know that? What the heck? Since when? Tyr is like... Tyr's a youngin'. Some people, like, grew up on that stuff. Did you grow up on that stuff? That thing's from, like, the freaking 100 years ago. Burl Ives in there doing it, bidding it with them silver and gold. Like, crazy work. My mom thinks I'm handsome. That's right, Trotsky. Hell yeah. And you know what, Trotsky? She's right. Your mom is right, Trotsky. Your mom's eyes work great. Feel like I heard that quote, but don't remember where from. Oh, well, there was the middle ground. I was wrong. I don't know. That is not a deep cut. And if people don't know it, they can kick rocks. Oh, you hear what she just said to you, Helly? I'm offended on your behalf, sir. Are you okay? Do you need an ice pack? My guy, you need a bag of peas for your black eye? That's kind of, damn. Keep the swelling down. That's, wow. Some of us watch that every year. Well, yeah, real ones. Don't tell Helly. I know some stuff. Okay, you guys. Tyr has had to, like, in all the edits that I've done, Tyr has had to deal with so many obscure references. Despite how few movies and shows I've seen, I still make a lot of really obscure references, like, all the time. And so in his edits, like, it has become second nature for him to be like, he said this in the format that indicates this is a reference of some kind. He said this with an intonation of, like he said it like I should get this, like I should get something, like there's something to be had. And so he just takes whatever I said, drops it in a search engine and goes, oh. And like has to work with whatever nonsense I said, whatever it is. Like me saying, good for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco. He's like, no one in chat is named Glen Coco. What is that? And why did he say it that way? Why does he say it that way more than once? Like, this man's has had to learn so much nonsense. His brain is filled with obscure references. The very first project he did with me, I was sitting there playing Bioshock Infinite, and I was like, oh, there's blood on the ground. Balada. You know funny? Balada. And he's like, gets the reference in there, throws the Vine in. He's practically fluent in Vine second hand, you guys. He's had to be. It's nuts. Okay. Tyr, thank you for putting up with all the ridiculousness. I'm glad that all of the work that you've put in has been paying off and that people have been seeing it. Now get some sleep. Get some sleep. Guess I'll go kick rocks at Mel's glass house. Dang! Those pains ain't cheap. Did I stutter? Damn. She coming for him. Damn. For real, he says, yeah, I'm embarrassed that I didn't get the sploosh. Kaboom. Well. I do also make some weird noises, and maybe some of them are original, you know? So, sometimes it's a coin toss. Sploosh. Kaboom. 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 Sploosh. Oh. How many of you get that? Not Tyr. Tyr already knows. How about the rest of you know? Sploosh. 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 Kaboom. That's a pretty good impression, too. So if you can get it, that's a pretty good, like, representation of the reference. So I think I'm doing okay here. No toes trampled. Oh! I'm also glad to answer questions to the best of my ability. Should anyone have questionings. Questionings, yes. Duckling also knows things, you guys. Made it. Hell yeah, Intra. Woo, buddy, you survived. You did it. Very good. Very good. Congrats. And still holding down the fort. Didn't get asked, you guys. Didn't get asked. Aye. Bye, off to bed. Akilandi, how you doing? How you doing? I have news. Oh, tell me the tea. I wish to hear. I need to hear these words. There's a ladybug on the ceiling. The ultimate, like, murderer of other bugs. Like, the beneficial. Like, the pest control. And there's an ant just walking right by him. I get that they're, like, roughly the same size and ants are strong as hell and all that jazz. But, damn, dude. That ant just strolled right on past you. You didn't even give a rip. I know you saw him. I knows it. I knows you can hear him or you can feel the vibrations. Whatever it is your senses are doing, I know that he was on your radar and you just let it happen. What's the benefit of having the beneficials if they're not gonna eat the bugs? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking simple questions. I don't know. Now eating in the foyer. Yes, just eating in the foyer. That's what I want to be doing. That's where I'm going to be going in a little bit, you guys. I'm going to go hang out in the foyer for a spell. It's true. I'll probably end up in the gamering room at some point. We'll see. We'll see. I start college in the fall and got my first car today. Well. Well, that's frickin' cool. Congratulations to you. That's very fun indeed. That is big news. That is big news. Man, oh man, oh man. It's kind of nuts. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That's great. It's freaking great. I don't know. Are you excited? Are you nervous? For the college, sorry, the car thing. I mean, I assume you're excited for the car thing because that's a big to-do. Having a big car or having a car is a big to-do. It doesn't need to be a big car for it to be a big to-do. But I remember getting my first car and I was so friggin' excited. I swear, I was 15. I got that car when I was 15. All of my money, and I took out a loan from my parents for a little bit more. Not that they really had money to lend, but they did. They did, so I could get my first car. I spent all of my spare time fixing her up. That was a lot. That was a lot, but it was really something. 95 Ford Ranger. Oh, not the prettiest, but with some work and way too much money, it'll look nice. It's a manual too, though, so gotta learn. Oh! You know what the ultimate theft control is these days, though, Aquila? You know what it is? It's having a manual. If you can drive stick, you're stacked. You're ready to go. Because, turns out, that's like an actual, like, this is legit, I'm not even joking anymore. Like, the number one thing to prevent the theft of your car today in 2026 is have it be a manual. Because so few people who are of the age where they steal cars know how to drive stick. And so there are a bunch of stories that you can find of people like finding their car, they got broken windows, and there's like nothing to like steal in the car or whatever it is, like nothing's stolen, and they just broke the window and moved on. They saw that it was a stick and they just like, oh. Or they just like looked into the window, see that it's a stick, and they don't bother. So who knows how many have been avoided by somebody going, ooh, look at, oh, damn it, and then just move on to the next. They can't, yep. So my very first car, that first car that I mentioned, I spent all my money on, that was a stick. And yes, it was intimidating and it was frustrating. And I was, again, 15, so I was easily frustrated in this regard. And I remember like quitting on the side of the road. I'm like, this is stupid. Like left my mom sitting in the passenger seat on the side of the road. It's kind of a busy road. And I was like left her there and stormed down the road like, eventually you figured it out, but yeah. Plus you get to bump start the car if ever you've got battery problems. It's pretty great. I gotta say, it's pretty great. So, yeah, congratulations to you. Those are big things. Big things, big exciting things. I love that. I love that. You calling out Aki, Mel? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I love that for you. Ladybug didn't want the smoke? I guess not, Ellie. Although, it is now heading in the direction of the ant again. They're sort of like coming like closer together. And the ladybug's moving faster. Oh, nope, turned. Oh, nope, heading back on track. Wait, are you actually going to go for the ant? Wait, closing distance. Oh my god. God, this is... Nope, you're going the wrong way again. Never mind, this is not exciting at all. Damn it. Would you just... Nope, and now going in the opposite direction. What a waste of everyone's time. Ford Ranger. Okay, 95 Ford Ranger. My dad had a 90s Ford Ranger. That car needs some love, yes. It's, if you stay on top of maintenance and things, it'll serve you for a long time. But do stay on top of maintenance and things. It was known to have a few problems. Do you have the X-Cab? Like, do you have the little fold-down seats in there? Do you have the cool little jumper seats or what? My dad had those, like, in the back. It was just big enough, little sideways seats for, like, someone to sit, like a little kid to sit in. Itty-bitty little cab on that thing. I loved that truck. I didn't appreciate how much of a pain in the ass it was because, you know, I was a little kid, but pretty nervous with my first car. Driver door was held closed by bungee cords hooked to the driver's seat. Hell yeah, Mel. Everybody's first car should be like that. Listen, if your first car is like off of a lot, you did first cars wrong. Like, I understand wanting a safe car for your kids. I understand wanting a safe car for yourselves. However it is you got your first car, I understand the temptation. But perspective. If your first car door was held on by bungee cords, every car after that, you're like, the door closes and stays closed. You're like, pretty bougie if I do say so myself. But I had friends who, like, their parents bought them their first car, like rich kids. Their parents were like, here's your first car. It's like new, and it's like 0 miles on it and all that crap. And I'm like, what the like, the appreciation was just not there. The understanding was not there. And certainly no perspective was to be had. So, first one, very important. Learned to drive stick when I was 12. Hell yeah, Trotsky. One of my mentors says he had to learn how to drive stick when he was 8 because that's when he was expected to start driving the tractor on the farm. Like, huge acreage on a, what farm? Wheat farm, I want to say. Way out in the flyovers. And, yep, he was expected to learn to drive the tractors when he was 8. And the old stick shifts. And he's also 80... 80? He might have just turned 80. Might have just turned 80. Or no, he's about to turn 80? Whatever. He's either almost about 80 or he just turned 80 right now. And, yeah. So back in the day when the gear shifting wasn't so good. And so, yeah, that was a big thing. Now they're miles apart. The ant is... Where is the ant? Did the ant fall? Oh, bollocks. The ant might have fallen off the ceiling, which means it's just over there somewhere. Great. It's gonna be on my... It's gonna be on me at some point. Ladybug is just vibing over there doing its own thing. Go after the ant, coward. Probably don't even know how to start the damn thing. That's what I'm saying. What is the clutch? Why are there 3 pedals? That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying, Aki. That's exactly what I'm saying. How to do that once. I feel you, Mel. That's... tried like 5 times to drive. Oh! What do you mean you've tried? You successfully did it, Intra. With trailer and all. What do you mean? We just heard this tale. You did great. It sounds like you got there. You handled the trailer and everything. Listen. That's great. Ridiculous. Safety first. Or last. But don't get to start driving it because I don't have a license. I mean, there's like the whole learner's permit thing, right? You get to drive with a chaperone. What's the word? With an adult. I don't know. Licensed, someone who's over 25. Over 20. Whatever. A supervisor. I mean, I don't mind being called Mel. Did I call you Mel? No. I'm calling the other Mel. There's a Mel. Are you also Mel? Oh my gosh. I remember my first car was 95 Ford F-150 Eddie Bauer edition. Oh. That's a trim, right? That's a trim package. The Eddie. Did I call you Mel? Aquila? Did I call you Mel? Did I do that? Did I do that thing? Also, I'm really like the name. I see the AKI, and immediately my brain says Aki. We've got another Aki, and every time it throws me. So like every time, I'm pronouncing it differently every single time now. It's throwing me. I tells you what. If it was a spider, that bug would be gone a long time ago. I don't know because we've had spiders who really just like let things go. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? This is your job. And no, we've got several spiders who are just like not on top of it. Like, some of them are, don't get me wrong. Like, we had this one that had like this spider web set up in a corner, and I like got an ant on me, and I went, oh, this was a mistake. And I went, boop, and it went right into the net, right into the nest, right into the web thing, and that spider materialized and was on top of him in a second. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Hustle. You see that hustle? He's on the starting lineup right there. Right there. Ants and ladybugs. Oh my gosh, I can't believe those exist over there, Mel. That's kind of crazy. A 90s Ford. And I do have the fold down seats. Yes! Hell yeah, Intra. I grew up with that truck. That was a great truck. I loved that thing. Driving around, bebopping around with my dad in that truck. First car was an '01 Impala, 3rd gen, hand-me-down from my grandpa. Okay, which would have been a fancy as hell car for your grandpa. He must have gotten that sucker new then, huh? Cool, Ellie. Cool. '01 Impala. Okay. Listen, high center of gravity leans on those hard turns. Yeah, that's right. That's right, on those hard turns. Mel's had tall cars, you guys. Mel's had the tall cars. My key was a busted screwdriver. Hell yeah! Oh, EG, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's so good. That's super good. My, what car was that for me? I want to say it was my 4th car or 5th car. I went through a lot of cars as a teenager, okay? Listen, I did a lot of dumb things. I experimented with I did a lot of racing. Okay. So it's like, I think it was my 4th car was my GTO. And when I got my GTO, it didn't have a shifter. The shifter was gone. There was a cable that came out of the transmission, out of all of that was gripped by a pair of channel locks. Okay? I had channel locks on the thing. That's what I used, and I needed to pull it certain amounts to shift. It was so funny. I had to like get this shifter installed, and it was pretty cool. I got a nice shifter, but yeah, for a little while there, it was a bit hit and miss, a little touch and go there. Okay, it was. I got you with the screwdriver. Very good. So cool. Yeah. I meant stick shift. Yeah. Oh. I got you, Intra. I got you. You've tried like 5 times on a stick shift. Oh. And like no success, or you've gotten better. Like for me, it was my first car. And my parents, I think it might have been one of my parents. It might have been my dad who said something like, look, you need to learn shift. You need to learn stick now, because otherwise you're going to get comfortable with automatic and you won't learn it. It's like hard mode, right? Like if you're used to easy mode and you have to opt into hard mode, it's a much tougher prospect than just being raised in hard mode, right? And if you're a kid and you've got like good, smart, wise parents who want good for you, right? They want the best for you. They want good outcomes for you. And they know how to get a child from there to adulthood, how to shepherd them well and wisely to do so. That's a very different, like what parenting looks like from that vantage point is very, very different than the parent that just wants the path of least resistance, right? Very, very different. And so in my case, my dad was like, you should learn it now. Then you'll have options. Then you can choose later if you want to change, but you'll always have this as a skill. And then it turns out that I do love driving stick. So we have a stick right now. Okay, we have a stick and an automatic. My older car of them, very old car, is an automatic. I didn't have a choice in that one. That was too long of a story. Anyways, the current car of our own volition was a stick shift. And that was special because it's also the last year that they even made these cars in stick shift. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but like of new cars, fewer and fewer and fewer manufacturers are even making them with stick shift. Not because they can't, but because people don't want it. Fewer and fewer people know how to drive stick, and so they don't bother. Like, even the ones that have like a manual shift, it's like paddle shifting type stuff, like on the steering wheel, and that you can just disable. It's like an option. It's there if you want it, ignore it if you don't, sort of thing. Like, so fewer and fewer and fewer cars are strictly, yeah, you have to know how to drive stick here, which again is why so few people know how to do it. So it's the best anti-theft device. And so our car, ain't nobody gonna steal our car. It's not gonna happen. They can't drive it away. This is great. So I remember being just terribly frustrated when I learned. I don't remember the entire process. I do remember that incident where I pulled over on the side of a semi-busy road and left my mom standing there, or stranded there in the car as I stormed down the side of the road all mad and pouting. I do remember that. And I remember bump starting that thing many times when I had a dead battery, which is great that you can. You can't do that with an automatic. I remember quite a lot in that car. Quite a few important memories, quite a few important firsts with that car. Getting into trouble, my first tickets and all the rest, going to court because of it, all the repairs that I needed to do in the shop class and out, so much. And all of that was terribly important, terribly valuable. So, really good, really good. Kids still do that in the flyovers. Hell yeah, Dougling! I'm glad to hear it. Old username I had was Mellocello. People just called me Mel or Melly. Well, well, well. Either another Aki or another Mel. That's kind of nuts, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of wild. So if I mixed the two, it'd be Archimedes. Oh, Archimedes. No. This is Philistines, yeah. I don't know how many people get that reference. That's a deep cut. Listen, that's no Rudolph cut, okay? That's no Burl Ives. That's a deep cut. Archimedes, no. This is Philistines, yeah. Akimello. Malaki? Malarkey! Oh! We can make it a fun word, Malarkey! Akimello. I like it, Akimello. Akimello. It's very good, it's very good. My first car was an 85 Dodge Aries K Series. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what that is, Trotsky. I know a lot of cars. I have a pretty decent catalog of cars in my brain, including quite a few obscure ones, and I have never heard of this. What? I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what genre of vehicle that is. Is it a car? Is it a sedan? Is it a economy? Is it a truck? My brain, when I hear Dodge, I picture either trucks, the Ram series, that's what my brain goes, or a Neon. Dodge Neon. That's it. There's nothing else in my brain when I hear Dodge. Like, those are the default options. What the hell is an Aries K? Tell me the god of war, right? The Greek god of war, Mars, right? For the Roman spin on it. Ares, the god of war. Tell me they named an itty bitty little hatchback that looks like an old Ford Focus or something like that. Tell me they named something that looks like a Toyota Yaris. Tell me they named that the god of war. Tell me that's what happened. Because my brain is like, it's a big ass truck and it's super cool. But also car manufacturers have a way of disappointing me in this regard. So I am very interested to hear what the hell this was. Chevy S10 had jump seats. Jump seats, that's what they're called. Hell yeah. I must find out for the night, as Bubs is a very early vet appointment. Oh, okay. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, Mel. Thank you for being here. I hope the vet appointment goes well and that Bubs is not so scared and is okay. Bye, Pop. You're going to do great. I believe in you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Theoretically, I could manage to town and back, but I haven't driven it in practice. Oh, theoretically, yes. Theoretically, I could do a lot of things. Intro. I wish someone would have taught me how to drive stick shift. It's it's really one of those things that's like old dog, new tricks sort of thing. But that's the, I'll say this, Valk. Where there's a will, there's a way. And in this case, it's not a old dog, new tricks in the psychological sense. Like my dad or whomever it was who told me that, you won't want to be buggered learning manual later. Like, you will just opt out. You will be like, this is too difficult. I don't want to. I have perfectly good automatics. Automatics are everywhere. This is stupid. It's a waste of my time. Psychologically, you're in trouble. Psychologically, it's a big barrier. But in practice, let me encourage you. Let me encourage any of you who have not learned how to drive manual. Maybe you've been driving for years, perhaps decades. If you don't know how to drive a manual and you've just been driving an automatic this whole time, okay, you're in practice, learning manual will be so much easier for you. And here's why. When you're first learning your very first car, think about this. It's check your mirrors, and you're like, oh crap, you gotta check your mirrors, and you're like, but there's so many mirrors. And they're like, hey, why didn't you use your blinker? Oh crap, I was checking my mirrors. I also need to use my blinker. And it's like, okay, and you need to make sure to use the pedals. Oh God, there's pedals, there's paddles, there's blinker, there's mirrors, you gotta check over your shoulder. You got, so many moving parts. And you're like, just don't do anything. And they're like, let me adjust the radio. And you're like, don't change anything. I'm so overstimulated. And it's so many moving parts, right? When you're first learning how to drive, you sit there, you're not strange if you thought this, like, how can anyone look at all the mirrors while working a blinker, while working 2 pedals? There's 2 of them instead of just 1. Don't touch the radio. Don't change anything. It's all overwhelming. And you like give it too much gas, right? Because the muscles in your foot and your feet, your leg aren't developed yet. And so you're just like accelerating all the time. And you're, oh no, it's too fast. And so you decelerate a bunch. And so your speed changes really a lot until you figure out like cruise control. But like your speed goes up and down. So you're yo-yoing on the speedometer, right? And then you're like, and you're like hitting the blinker, and then you're paranoid about it. And then you're forgetting other things like to look ahead. Like there's so many moving parts. You think of it as someone has asked me to juggle while on a unicycle, while on a tightrope, right? Like on a tightrope across some chasm because I die if I get this wrong. Of course, learning to drive is intimidating, but think about driving now. If you've been driving for a long time, you drive an automatic. Do you have to really buckle down and think about using your blinker? Let me narrow this down. Non-BMW drivers, do you really have to think about like using your blinkers, or is it kind of automatic? I know that the BMW drivers are confused. They don't know what a blinker signal is. It's a thing. You guys can look it up, do that on your own time. It's okay. It's besides the point for our illustrative purposes here. But like you don't have to think about a blinker. You just do it, right? You're just like do, and you don't have to like give it your attention. You do it as a matter of course. You can sleepwalk your way through it, right? It's you somnambulize your way through driving. Same thing with holding a steady speed. You can just do that. You don't need to think about it. So, okay. Now, driving manual is just a couple other moving parts. You have an extra pedal, but you get to use your other foot for that. When you're driving an automatic, your left foot is just sort of hanging out, just kind of wasting away over there, right? But if you're in a manual, fine, you have another foot. And you're like, oh crap, I got another foot. You don't need to worry about it though, because your right foot knows what the hell it's doing. It's been doing it for a long ass time. If you're brand new at driving, both your feet are like, and you're learning manual, you're like, it's terrible. But if you've done it before, at least you don't need to worry about what your right foot is doing. It knows when to brake, it knows where the brake is, it knows where the gas is. Like you can do all that stuff. You know how to use your blinkers, like as a matter of course, you can sleepwalk your way through it. Like that's great. Same thing goes with checking your mirrors, like all of this stuff, you can now sleepwalk your way through. And so if you are going to do manual now, after years or decades of driving an automatic, you have 2 points of frustration. 2. Instead of 10, you have 2. Okay? One is now your left foot needs to get off its ass and put in some work, okay? Your left foot needs to contribute. It's been a non-contributing 0 for a very long time, and it needs to start contributing, okay? But if you're at like highway speeds or whatever, your left foot gets to chill again. Once you get it up to like a cruising speed, and it can vibe again, okay? But it does need to now contribute. So your left foot, you are gonna have to develop the same muscles that you developed with your right foot when you learned how to drive your automatic, okay? How to keep a steady pressure on the gas, how to hold a speed, how to apply pressure like steadily to the gas or to the brake pedal instead of and like slamming and things flying through your car. Like when you're first learning, your muscles are either like on or off, and it's just like you don't have that anymore on your right foot. Your left foot never learned that stuff. So yes, you have that pain point again with the clutch. That's fine. That's okay. Because the clutch, when you're learning, especially before you start finessing, the clutch is kind of all or nothing. So it's actually not that big of a deal. Push the clutch in, let the clutch out. Letting the clutch out matters more for the finesse. Okay, you got to ease it a little bit, but you'll develop that muscle pretty quickly because you did it before. You've got precedent here to lean on. And the other is now this hand, once a freeloader also, now needs to do something. And that is figure out the stick, okay? And figuring out the pattern, whether it's like the NM pattern or whether it's something else, maybe you have a straight inline, whatever it is, you'll figure that out fairly quickly. That's not that complicated. And then once you've got left foot, the non-contributing 0, the freeloader up till now, and the hand, the right hand, who's also, again, never had to work a blinker, never done that stuff. Like this one works the radio, I don't know, over here. This one, freeloading, loser, now has a stick to work with. Okay, so you've got a shifter over here. Okay, then it comes down to RPMs. And RPMs is something you can hear. So my encouragement to you guys is turn off the damn radio. Whatever it is when you're learning manual, turn off the radio. It's distracting you, and you need to listen. You hear when you need to shift. That's pretty obvious, actually. If it starts getting really loud, chances are you need to shift. And then you figure out really quickly when this particular car, whatever you're learning in, needs to shift up or down. So, yeah, shifting and using the pedal, like using the, okay, well now we downshift. So you can slow down the car. You end up saving a ton on gas and all that. There's a whole bunch of goodness that comes with driving a manual. It's pretty great. You get to drive in the snow safely on black ice and all the rest. Nothing really changes, but you do have a ton more control about slowing down, speeding up. Like you are the master of this vehicle, and it does feel much more like your success is in your hands. And that's really cool. That's a really encouraging thing when that happens. So yeah, my encouragement to you is if you've been driving automatic for forever, it will be frustrating for you to learn manual, yes. But not nearly as frustrating as someone who's brand new to driving, for whom everything is new. Because if it's blinkers, lights, checking your mirrors, merging, controlling speed, do I need to brake, and shifting, and the clutch, all of that at once, that's like, yeah, it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of moving parts. And if you guys want to teach like your kids how to do this, I have a practice thing actually that I've never heard anybody else teach. I was going to do this with our kids if we can have kids, where basically you get them a pedal set like with actual resistance, and they can just sit there and practice like on a couch, sit there in a chair and actually develop the muscles of doing it steadily. Instead of on, off, which is like the two settings you have without the finesse muscles, right? Everything is just either all or nothing. And that's crap, and that's how you get into trouble. So you can actually practice this. Even just sitting there right now on the floor where you're just push down a little bit gradually with your foot, with your toes, with the ball of your foot. Push down into the floor a little bit. Ease the muscles, okay? And then ease them off. So do this with your feet, okay? Put your heels on the ground and then ease them up slow like, and then push them down slow like. Not Don't want to do that when you're driving. Everything is smooth movements. No sudden or jerking anything. So, you guys can do it. I believe in you. Very few moving parts. The big barrier is in here. This will be annoying, okay? The new hand and the new foot, that will be annoying. That will be physically annoying to do. That will be a source of frustration. That won't be the whole thing that holds you back. That will not be the thing that stops you from learning manual. The actual mechanics of it will not be the thing. It will be the barrier ahead of time of you going, this is stupid, I don't need this. The psychology of automatic cars exist. Why am I wasting my time? That will be the biggest reason why automatic drivers don't learn manual. That will be it. That's the biggest impediment to your success. So if you can get over that and actually try this, you'll nail it. You'll be fine. Oh, Ladybug's flying. Oh, we learned how to fly again. And nowhere near any of the... Where is that ant? Yeah, the ant must have fallen. What are you doing, dude? I swear. It's a sedan? Bollocks! They called a sedan Aries? How else would the Dodge Kratos be the Aries K? Oh my gosh, Helly. Well done, well done. Sold alongside its twin, the Plymouth Reliant. The Aries was the legendary K car, credited with saving Chrysler from bankruptcy under Lee Iacocca. Now, I know that guy, but I didn't know this car name. I know Lee. I have 3 of his books. One is called Where Have All the Leaders Gone? The others are called... shoot. It's like the second line is like the Chrysler story or something like that. Chrysler Years? Oh my gosh. I forgot. Yeah, Lee Iacocca. That's crazy. Misfire! Hi, Misfire. Heard you guys talking about driving a stick. Hell yeah, loved that I was taught how to drive a stick on a stick first. See, you got this. I'm with you, Misfire. I'm with you, brother. Good to see you. There's 3 if it's a stick. Yeah, the different part. You know. Yep, BMW or Tesla. Yeah, the people who don't know how to use blinkers, that's true. Tesla drivers. You're right. I was thinking more old school, but you're right. Throw Tesla in there now. Or Floridians. Oh, Trotsky. Okay, got you. Or Ohioans. Turns out this is a thing. Never use their signals. I don't know what to do with my feet. That's true. As Ohioans, I use my signal. Dang, you hear that, Valk? You hear that? You hear what hell? Look. It's like people saying California drivers. Listen, I got a bone to pick with California drivers all the time, okay? But I also appreciate that the benefit of most Californians, I say most, the benefit of most Californians having main character syndrome, which is most, is that they all have somewhere to be. So I prefer people being in a hurry. I prefer people thinking I got somewhere to be than people just la 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 la. Get out of my way! I have places to be! And so I do appreciate that about Californians. There's a lot to not appreciate about California drivers, or Californians in general. No offense, I grew up there, you guys. I can say this, okay? But main character syndrome means that when they have the right of way, not all the time, chances are they do take it. Chances are they drive. What I can't stand is, oh my God, so many places where they're like, no, you go. No, you go. No, you. Oh, hi, are we waving now? You go. No, both of you go. You were both here before me. Oh, we're starting. Oh, we're stopping. Oh, we're all oh, at the same time. No, you. No, you. No, you. Drive your damn cars. In the order that you got there, go. Right on red. Get the out of the way. So, like, I appreciate the main character syndrome if it leads to efficiency. If it leads to you GTFOing. Okay? I appreciate that very much. Most people's version of that, though, is just la 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 and never looking at their mirrors, not seeing that there are 7 to 8 cars, no, ass to ass, right behind you. Like, would you drive? And you're like, la la la. You just have no idea. Because you never check your mirrors. You never look behind you to be like, oh, look at all of these people. Huh, I should probably get the hell out of their way. Ah, swear. Unbelievable. Hey! Hi, guys! Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, we're going to wrap things up, guys, because I want to go back to the Festa. Well, everybody's gone from the Festa. Well, I'm going back to the Festa. I'm going to go back to the voice calls, you guys. I'm going to go hang out with some people. I don't know who's there. I don't know who's going to hang out. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go hang out. That's what I'm going to go do. So, we are going to raid out. It's true. It's true. I wish to go... Oh, stranger danger, stranger danger. Who are you? You ended. You ended. Oh my gosh, so much stranger danger. You're live. You're live. You're live. Wow, okay, I missed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bad friend. Hashtag fake friend. My lyrics are not current. This is not the best. It's not the best. It's not it. No, it's very bad. It's very bad indeed. And freaking fivefold ended. Unbelievable. It's what I get for running late. It's what I get. Ooh! Oh, CG's live. Ooh, bet we're gonna raid CG. We are gonna raid CG. We're gonna do it. We don't get to raid CG very often. Or at all. We're gonna raid CG. And we are going to peer pressure her about joining the CNRs, you guys. That's the plan. Again, the pinned chat in either Rumble or Twitch right now. The pinned chat is for the signups for the fall term of CNRs. The Cosa Nostra rendezvous are smaller weekly get-togethers that we do. They're 90 minutes once a week for humaning training. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. It's a 6-month commitment. You can do it. 90 minutes once a week. You got this. I believe. Go fill out the wish list. Fill in your preferences. This is the one. This would be my best. First come, first served. All the people who are signing up right now are basically going to get their first picks. There are a bunch of like time spots that are more desirable than others. Okay, some people are like, this is nap time for my kids. Some people are like, this is when I get home from work. This is after I've gotten home from work and I've eaten dinner and I've showered and then I want to sit down. Those spots fill up quick. Okay, they fill up quick. So do get there quick like. Do get there quick, like, fill out about if you've got a friend or a family member or whatever it is that you want to join with. Again, coordinate your guys' times, but do so quickly. These spots will not be open infinitely. It's first come, first serve. So I hope you guys will use the wish list, put in your preferences, and once those first spots fill up with 7 or 8 folks, then we are going to be going to people's second and third preferences and so on, okay? So do fill out the wish list. If you missed some of the explanation of that here tonight, I welcome all of your questions. Join the Festa. I'm going to be in voice calls in the community Discord for the rest of the night. I'll be in there all day tomorrow, okay? So jump on in, ask your questions, and we'll get you signed up. Whatever your questions are, they're not dumb questions, okay? But I am hoping that you will join me and join the other remarkable men and women of the Mafia who have agreed to try to save the world. Because that's precisely what we are doing. That is not hyperbole. That is legit. That is precisely what we are here embarked on. Precisely what we are doing. Oh, Jaeger's live. Oh, freaking bet. Okay. We are going to raid Jaeger, who's also with Downey and Moon Moon. We're going to raid Jaeger on Twitch. And we're going to raid CG on Rumble. This is the plan. This is the plan. Okay. If you don't know Jaeger or CG, I'd be grateful if you guys would go along. It would mean an awful heckin' lot. Here's where we're going on Twitch. In case for whatever reason it leaves you behind, that's where we're going on Twitch side, okay? And here is where we are going on Rumble. In case, I don't think Rumble's ever left anybody behind, but just in case, this is where we're going on Rumble, okay? She is swell as hell. She is also our only current active involved Mafia member who is a puddle pirate. Our only coastie, you guys. We've got to keep her. We have to protect her. We must protect our puddle pirate. Protect the puddle pirate. Okay? I'd be grateful if you guys go say hi. I'd be grateful if you go along for the raid. Say hello. I never asked that you blindly follow. I understand keeping your follows clean, okay? But I'd be grateful if you would indeed go say hi. Let them know who sent you. And then you do your own vibe check. You decide if you want to stick around. If you don't. You'll have already done me, the Mafia community, kindness by going along for the raid and saying hi, how are ya? And again, if I haven't got to meet you proper like, I would love to tonight. If you've got some time, if you're around, I'm going to be in the voice calls Open voice channels in the Mafia. Don't got RSVP or anything. Just pop on in. You'll see my name. I would love to meet you. I'd love to put a face to the name. Be courageous. You can do this. You can do this. I believe. I believe. And I would love to meet you guys properly. And again, answer any questions you guys have about the rendezvous. Okay. Whoo! Whoo, buddy! Okay. Let me see. Make sure this is working. And this is working. Alright, we've got CG is playing Enshrouded, and Jaeger is playing Pal World, it looks like. Yes, okay. Let me get this going here. Big thanks to everybody who makes all this possible. The folks who have sacrificed to make this happen. I don't get to do any of this. The silly, the serious, any of this business that we are here embarked on. All of the things that we're doing here with the Mafia Project, the CNRs, the Festa going on, any of the streams, none of it happens without them. So, it means an awful lot. To folks like Sponsorer and Trotsky tonight, gifting subs or using the tip feature, all of you who've supported through Rumble, through Coffee, through Patreon, I'm grateful to you. Any project, any good that comes from this project can be traced right back to the feet of this lovely lot. So especially large thank yous are in order for Aki, Leanne, Gail, Goose, Mammy, Kira, Abby, Tink, Helly, May, Karma, Pencil, Pre, Ryan, Mouse, Trotsky, Pell, CJ number 1, and Zin. Thank you guys. It means an awful heckin' lot. Okay. Hope to see you guys in the voice calls here shortly. I'm going to raid and fade with these folks, go to the bathroom really fast, probably drop the jacket because it is a bit toasty still, be less casual, and then I'm going to jump into voice calls. So I do hope to see you guys there. Stay as little or as long as you like. It's going to be swell as hell. All right, so what will it look like? What would it look like to be a part of this Mafia project? What does it look like to get plugged in and do the real business, do this hard mode stuff? What does it look like to save the world? Come and see. Come and see. And as ever, I will strive to see that it's a decision that you don't regret. In the meantime, I wish for you each marvelous evenings, mornings, wherever ye be. And I will see you on the other side.